Hello everyone, what's up, what's going on? Whoa, I did not mean to make my voice crack that much. What's going on? How's it hanging? I always click unmute or mute the mic, or unmute whenever it is already unmuted. So that's great. That's why for a second I just muted it. But what's going on? How's it hanging? I am, weirded out. Today was really weird. Today just felt so, like, I just don't know what. Also, why do I look so blonde? I feel like I look more blonde whenever I wear darker colors. Makes it, I don't know. Yeah, I look really blonde. I don't know why. Anyways, today was just really weird. My grandmother added me on Snapchat, and she's dead. So, that happened. I need to post on my Instagram that I'm live, but yeah, I just don't really know how else to describe. Well, obviously there's like a whole story, but I will get to that in a second. 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Sorry, I had to post on my story to let everyone know I'm here. But yeah, I might hop on Rumbleverse again today. I don't know. I needed to completely sleep off everything that had happened yesterday. Hello, what's up? What's going on? How's it going? I just ate Chipotle, so I'm absolutely stuffed to the brim. Chipotle always fills me up so like too much, I feel like. But then whenever I'm eating it, it doesn't feel like it's a lot. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm eating, and then I'm like, oh, okay, this is fine. And then I'm like, oh, wait, never mind. It was not fine. It was not fine at all. Let's get the YouTube link so I can post that. How's everyone's day, though? It was a weird Sunday. I feel like every Sunday I've been having recently is just really weird, and I feel like it just ends up being really weird. I just feel weird on Sundays. I don't know why. I just feel, isn't Sunday supposed to be like the opposite of feeling weird? I don't know. Sorry, let me post this, and then that'll be good. That'll be good. Did you hear that? Could you hear that? Is that ASMR? Is cracking your fingers ASMR? I don't really know what is and isn't ASMR, and I don't mean to say, I don't like say like that to sound like an idiot. I just say it like that because I literally don't know, because I don't listen to any of it, and I am just like, listen, I don't know what the people want. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know what anyone wants. Okay. Click here for YouTube. Sorry, I have 2 accounts that I need to post them on. Need to inform the people. Click. Whoa, good thing I can type. I keep putting flick. Click here for YouTube. There we go. Okay. I might need to turn the fan on. Yesterday the fan on was in here and I didn't even realize the entire time. And now, like, I don't know. I was also going to wear a tank top, but then whenever I walked in with the tank top, that was too cold, and now I'm too hot, and then now I just will never win. I just feel like I'm never winning nowadays. The universe just hates seeing me win, I guess. So let's look at this. Hold on. My grandma added me on Snapchat. So listen to this. So I was minding my own business. I was literally editing a video for my mom's. Oh my god, it's still sitting there. Okay. I was editing a video for my mom's Etsy shop account. Like, I edit the videos for that. And I just got this notification that, like, it was some random name that I didn't know. Like, I was just like, I don't know that name. I don't really care. It came up and it was like, has joined your contact blank. Or it was like, blank has joined Snapchat, something from your contacts. And I was like, okay, like, I don't know that person. Like, I feel like it's just, like, sometimes people, you know, like, how if you want to make another Instagram account or, like, another, I don't know, just another account for anything, sometimes friends will, like, lend emails, they'll lend, like, phone numbers, like, stuff like that. So I just thought of something like that. I was like, okay, whatever, because there's a few people that are on my quick ads that say in your contacts that I just know are, not that person. Like, it'll come up as like a girl from high school and it'll be like some guy, and I'm like, okay, I don't really know how that works, but okay. But anyways, yeah, some of them I'm like, bro, who are, like, that's not like the contact I have does not link up with with the person on Snapchat. So anyways, that name comes up. I don't think anything of it. And then literally seconds later, it comes up. It says, I don't know exactly what the notification said. Hold on. It said, Granny once, and like, it said Granny with like a teacup. Like, so that was like clearly like, that like is, so my grandmother had a home phone and then a cell phone. I feel like most grandparents have or had home phones back whenever like we were younger. So like I saved her phone, her home phone with her heart, and then her mobile with a coffee, just so like I would be able to tell the difference. So then I was like, what the fuck? Like, how is her, like, what? Now, obviously, I know, like, numbers get reused after a certain amount of time, but it was just so weird. And then it said, yeah, like, the fact that it said it wants to be your friend. And I was like, why did this person add me? Like, I know whoever this person is. Like, I would have just, like, I wouldn't have even tried to add them. I probably would have been like, okay, her number's getting reused, like, whatever. But they added me, and I was like, what the actual fuck? So then I was like, I'm definitely gonna add them back and be like, and I was like, maybe thinking like, you know, it'd be someone my age, or maybe someone like older, someone that I would just like be able to explain the situation to them. There's not even there is a situation, but it's just like, dude, this just happened, and that's just so crazy. Like, just so you know, you have my dead grandma's number, and they'd be like, oh my god, that's so crazy, whatever. Like, and then I would just be able to move on with my life. No, it was an 11-year-old kid who I don't think understood the concept of numbers being reused. So I was just so confused how, like, I understand that he could have that number, but it's just like, why is it coming up to him that I'm in his contacts? Like, there was no way that man or that kid decided to just search my name and add me. And at first, like, whenever it said, like, if it would have said, like, someone else's name, or, like, I don't know. But the weird thing is, that I thought about, is, like, what are the chances is if it was just someone from, like, TikTok or Twitch that, like, that just happens to have my grandmother's old number? Like, that would have been crazy. But, yeah, it was an 11-year-old kid. He was sitting in a tree. He was like, do you want to see a picture of me? I said, no. I literally was like, no, I just wanted to ask how he had my number. Like, that was literally it. Kid's probably traumatized. Imagine literally getting a phone for the first time and that happening. But also, like, why did he, like, see, like, okay, he saw, like, Taylor Lang on Snapchat from your contacts. Why did he not think, like, oh, I don't know that person, I'm not going to add them? Like, whenever I get stuff, whenever I get, like, things that's, like, add this person, like, I don't always add them, you know what I mean? Like, so it literally, hold on, I'm trying to go back to it. Yeah, it literally just says quick add in my contacts, and it says Granny. And, like, the whole time I'm messaging this kid, the contact is Granny, because, like, whenever, like, whenever you have someone's phone number and then you go on Snapchat, it will, I guess the contact will just switch over. I don't know. But that was just so weird. And I texted my cousin about it before I even added him back, because I was like, oh my god, Kayla, girl, what the fuck is going on? And she hasn't even answered yet. But now I'm wondering if he added them as well, you know what I mean? And if they got the same jump scare. Because I feel like they had to have. You know what I'm saying? They had to have done that. I'm trying to see if she answered. No, she didn't see it yet. She probably saw I sent a shit ton of videos and couldn't answer right away because I was not texting that all out. But I'm still so shaken up from that. Hey, Can't Swim, what's up? What's going on? How's it going? I'm just talking about how my grandmother added me on Snapchat, and she's also dead. So, like, where's the math add up there? I don't really know. I've been rolling on the freeway. Oh, you dated her? Wait, dated as in past tense? Hello? What? What does that mean? Oh my god, that's awesome. I'm so glad you guys were able to work stuff out. I remember, like, being, like, in the middle about it. Like, I remember I was like, boy, I feel like at the end of the day, you gotta pick the battle. But you chose what is felt was right, and I'm happy for you. I'm so glad that you guys are official, and hopefully everything is going well. Here's Olaf. He's happy for you too. I left him in here last night. I almost really forgot him. And Flounder's in here too, but Flounder he doesn't like cameras. Cameras scare him a little too much. Maybe he just needs a little break, you know. But yeah. Like a 10-hour-long day. What? What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, what? 10 hours? What? What? I can't even imagine. Like, sometimes I can't even sometimes I'm not even awake for 10 hours. That's so weird. That's really weird then. Like, why did I just decide to pick up Olaf? And that's really weird. Ouch. Sorry, if I ever say ouch and, like, look on the ground, my cat is sitting at my feet, and then she, like, claws whenever she wants me to pet her or stop petting her. So, yeah, that's just a good FYI. But that's really weird that I picked up Olaf, and the fact that Olaf was, like, somehow sitting right here whenever. But yeah, I don't know. Today has been all over the place. I feel like I am all over the place today. Like, that's just, like, how today was. But, I have to take care of my dogs when my parents are away, and I'm a little bit, that's also why I was late. I'm usually late, like, 8:30 late, but I was late, like, 8:40 late, 8:45 late, no, like, 8:40 late, because I have to hand feed Milo. And, like, I don't have to, but, like, the thing is he just doesn't eat right away, or, like, doesn't eat at all, and we don't really know why. It's just, like, he doesn't like it on the plate, so then we have to, like, set it on the couch and all that stuff. But if we walk away from it, Rascal will eat it immediately, and Milo sometimes will fend off his food, but then sometimes Milo doesn't even bother, and then Milo just doesn't eat. And he didn't eat lunch today, so because I set the plate down and walked away, and then Rascal ate it. So I was like, I just need to sit here and hand feed this dog. Luckily, he was only, like, not cooperating, and that's the annoying thing is, like, he won't cooperate for, like, 5 minutes, but then he was like, okay, I'll eat. And I was like, thank you. God, help me with that dog. And then I need to let them out after the live. So hopefully they don't shit in the house. I feel like they definitely will shit in the house, but who cares? Whatever. But yeah. And then also I had so many things that I wanted to do today, but I'm not even joking. My grandmother adding me on Snapchat threw everything off. I literally, like, everything was just so, like, I was just, like, in shock. And then also, like, it was just so, like, that, like, I just don't know. I just really hope that, that child enjoys that number, I guess. I don't really know. I just am, like, baffled. Like, I just don't even, like, how? And, like, also, I know that they reuse numbers, but it's been 4 years. So it's just, like, so random. Like, I didn't understand that. I don't understand it either. I don't understand it either, because I would understand if there was, like, I just don't even know. I would understand. There's nothing to understand. It would literally have to be if she had an iPhone and, like, someone directly gave someone her phone and then made a Snapchat with her phone. For it to show up as in, or, like, someone just would have had to blatantly, like, stole her number. I'm just so confused as to how that happened. I don't know, because, like, her number hasn't been active in, like, years, or at least I haven't texted the number. Like, sometimes people, whenever they're grieving, they'll text the number, but I always just had a weird fear that, like, yeah, it'll be like that, but then whenever it, like, gets shut off, like, with my grandmother's phone, she had, like, an old type, like, I I don't know, it wasn't like an Android and it also wasn't like an iPhone. It was just something where like the messages were always green. So like I would never like truly know when the number was shut off. You know what I mean? So then like one day I'm just like randomly texting someone and then like it's awkward, you know? But the thing is it came up. I understand if it would be like someone in your contacts on my end, but the kid added me first. Like, he added me first. So he came up as like, it came up like from your contacts for him as well. Like, it said like, Tay Lang from your contacts, and then added me. Can you Google to see if the numbers are being like, so should I Google her number? Or what? But that's what trips me up. Like, I totally understand, like, if the kid went to, you know, fucking AT&T today and then bought a new phone and then, like, you know, he gets that number and then whatever. But, like, I just don't understand how, like, I'm coming up as a contact to him. And that's why I added him back, because I was like, how do you have my number? Like, I felt like I was saying to him, like, how do you have my number? And he was like, I don't. Or he was like, it just came up. And I was like, okay, but is my phone number in your contacts? And he was like, no. And I was like, okay, so then why do you even fucking add, like, if you don't know, like, I don't know, I don't add random people on Snapchat, so I don't know why, like, yeah, like, I would understand if, I don't know, I would understand if, like, it came up on my end, you know what I mean, and then I added him, and then he would, like, never know, you know what I mean, he just wouldn't know, but, like, phone or card. That's what I'm saying. At first I was thinking maybe someone did, but there's like no one, like, it's just such a tricky situation on that side of the family. So there's no way, because she had like such, like, it was like not a smartphone. Like, she didn't have, or like a smartphone enough to like download Snapchat, you know? Add contacts to card. Right. I just don't know. It was just so weird. And, the thing is that was kind of annoying about it is I was hoping it would be someone, like, my age or, like, just older. Because, like, it's hard to explain that to, like, not hard to explain that to an 11-year-old, but, that kid probably doesn't know anything. Like, he probably just, what did he say? Hold on, I have the messages. Have a Gmail? Probably not. I don't know. She was, like, very, like, her getting a cell phone was the closest thing of in touch that she had. Oh, yeah, and then he called me. I texted him, I messaged him first. I said, who are you? And then he called me. Like, I just don't know. I never lived like that on the internet. Then he said his name. He said 11. You are? And then I said, bro, how'd you add me from contacts? I just did. What the fuck you mean you just did? Like, what? How do you have my number? It gave me a choice to add people. I don't have, and the fact that he said I don't have her number, like, bro, like, and that's, like, where I was like, okay, he doesn't understand that numbers can be recycled and all that stuff, so, like, no, but the thing is, like, it literally can't be a prank because it came up as Granny from your contacts, and it's the exact contact, like, the exact contact name I have for her was his name. But the thing is, like I said, so it first came up, it said Caden, and then his last name, your contact is now on Snapchat. That's all it said. And I was like, I don't know that guy. Like, it is probably, like, someone lending someone a number, or, someone lending someone a number for Snapchat. Like, I just disregarded it. But then it said, Granny wants to be your friend. Maybe your brother's pranking you? But how? Like, it wouldn't come up, like, from your contacts. And it's still sitting there and it says, like, from your contacts. I would show it, but I don't want to just, like, dox his Snapchat. Mostly because he's, like, fully a minor. But, like, I just am so confused. Because the thing, like, it, like, because, like, the only reason why I know it is for sure has to do with contacts, not just because it says in my contacts, but I know for a fact that it's tied to her contact, is because Oh, because like I said, came up as Caden is on Snapchat, and then it said Granny wants to add you. So I was like, anyways. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to text the number. But like I honestly think I might have her phone. I honestly think I might have her old phone. Because I remember we took, like, a box of things, and I genuinely think, and I'm not trying to, like, say that just to further the story, but it's, like, a fucking BlackBerry phone. So, I just know, and also, like, again, not to make it more tricky, my grandmother is not my brother's grandmother, like, the one that I'm talking about. We don't have the same grandmother in that sense. So, like, and she lives all the way in Pittsburgh. Like, it's probably a recycled number. And I kind of want to text her number, but the thing is I have saved the conversation I have with her, like the last few texts I have with her is like saved, but I don't want to text the number and then like have that kid reply and then it like ruin the like chain of messages I have. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Na 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 na. BlackBerry was great. Yeah, it was some sort of thing like where like you only had a keypad. Like it wasn't a smartphone. Did you check WhatsApp? Oh, I could text off WhatsApp too. I forgot I could do that. I could honestly ask my mom, my dad. Like I could probably ask literally anyone. One of my friends would probably text the number for me, but I would probably do that. And I'll probably, and like, knowing how the kid just fucking called me and like kept trying to, like, I don't know, just kept Snapchatting me, I'm sure the kid will answer. I'm sure I'll just be like, hey. Oh, like, you're asking to, like, check, oh, no. I don't think, but also, like, it's an 11-year-old, so I don't think, like, I don't know. I was just taken aback that it was such a 11-year-old. Like, I was like, bruh. Like, I was expecting it someone to be my age. And then, like, he was like, I don't have her number. Like, what do you mean you don't have her number? Like, yeah, you are. Like, I also don't think he understood what I meant by saying, like, whenever I said you have her number, I think that he might have been thinking, like, I don't have her number in my contacts. But I'm like, no, you are messaging me from her number right now. You're contacting me through a number. I agree. Birthday should be off. You should be off for your birthday, fully. My mom would always ask me on my birthday, sorry, I'm like fucking trying to breathe down this Chipotle, bro. Oh my gosh. It's an even 11. No, he sent me it, like, so he posted something on his story, and like I said, I don't, like, that's the only part I'm retaining, just because, like I said, I don't want to get in some sort of legal trouble if I show any of the Snapchats he sent me. But, like, he was like, I'm about to fall out of a tree, and then he sent, like, a picture, like, of his forehead of him sitting in a tree, and I was like, and he also said, do you want to see a picture of me? Like, maybe he, like, maybe... What'd he say? When did he say, do you want to see a picture of me? Because I was like, no, I'm 20 years old. I'm not trying to... Oh, he said, do you want to see what I look like? No. Like, no, I don't. My birthday was in July. Oh, my God. Tony, I saw Barbarian. Yeah, you just messaged. I didn't get your wait. For some reason, whenever you said I couldn't make it last night, for some reason I thought you were saying you didn't get to see it. I literally, oh my gosh. I was talking about it yesterday. Can't swim. Spoiler alert, if you have not watched, or anyone who's in here, if you haven't watched Barbarian, I'm about to be talking about it. So if you care to go see it, then don't listen, because I will spoil it. Okay. For the first, like, 30 minutes, like, of whenever the only interaction was just between Keith and Tess, I was, like, kind of bored. Not, like, bored, but, like, I was just thinking, like, okay, this is, like, some stereotypical, like, creepy movie, like, this guy, like, Okay, you don't mind? That's even more perfect. So we can get your outside. Sorry, I'm going live on TikTok. We can get your outside take on this, and you haven't even seen it of the actual movie. That's what I'm saying. But like most of the time, movies not like don't show anything in the movie, but they show like enough where it's like you go in and you think you have a pretty good idea, and like you usually do. You know what I mean? So like the whole time during this movie, like the first like 30 minutes, and I'll try and like describe it so like anyone else who hasn't seen it and just doesn't really, you can kind of understand. So Tess shows up and she it literally just starts like that. Like she shows up to this Airbnb and tries to get in the house. That's one thing that I didn't like about it, is because I like in horror movies whenever they show a little bit about the person. You know what I mean? Like how later on, and I mean like it wasn't that much of AJ, but like I like when they give you a little bit of a taste of the person. So she pulls up to this Airbnb, she tries to get in, she's like, "Bro, I can't get in, oh my god." And then like this guy opens the door and is like, "Hello?" And it's Bill Skarsgård. So it's like him. She's like, "Oh my god, Bill Skarsgård?" No, that's the guy who plays Keith. So like that like gives sort of an idea of like how just like creepy awkward it was. Like I don't know, but like I was just so uncomfortable because I was like, it felt like it was moving so slow at what I thought was gonna happen. You know what I mean? I was like the first like whenever it was just Tess and Keith, I was like, I just know Keith's gonna be the weirdo, like, let's go. You know what I mean? Like, why is this, like, being, like, dragged on like this? And also, it was just so well written in the fact of, like, how Keith would say stuff, like, how he was like, "Oh, well, you're not gonna find a room because there's, like, some medical convention." And I was like, "Bro, that's such bullshit. Go get out of there. Like, get out of there." I literally looked at my mom. I said, "Why would she believe that? Why would she believe that shit?" When is crazy thing gonna happen? That's what I'm saying, but I felt like awkward in a sense of like, what the fuck? Like I was just not like what the fuck, but I was just like awkward and like I knew it was gonna happen. You know what I mean? But looking back, I think I did take advantage of that part of the show, or maybe. So then whenever like I literally thought that like he was the weirdo literally up until he Like, and again, I don't know what I can say on Twitch and TikTok, so if I go like that's me, you know what I'm talking about. But, like, I literally up until, like, he looked at Tess and he was like, "Something bit me," I was like, he's lying to you. Like, bro, he's literally lying to you. And then, like, whenever it cuts to AJ, I'm like, bro, I literally don't give a shit about this guy. And, like, it was just so weird because I was watching an analysis video on this last night. Literally, it is just so perfectly written, or AJ's character is so perfectly written that, like, you even start to question, like, oh, are these allegations made against him true? You know what I mean? To question his honesty. Right. That's, like, I don't know. That's what I like about movies is, like, how, like, I don't know. It's just so crazy. Socks be eaten. He's the character or plot idea to throw. Right. And it did throw me off. But the thing is like, so much more happened after that. Okay, so then, can't swim. So then, I'm taking you through the movie while also giving my takes. So then it cuts to this random ass guy. He's driving, listening to some fun music down the highway of the beach. And that's the thing. He's at the beach, and the previous, like, the main guy that just got that's all happening in Detroit. Plot points. Yeah. No, I agree, and we'll get to those. We'll get to the plot holes. Let's, like, evaluate the movie, and then we'll get to the plot holes, because I do agree that there's some plot holes, but I'm saying, like, the certain parts that I think that are written well. And I think it's written well. I think Keith, like, what they made Keith say, what they made Keith do, and like just with how good of an actor Bill Skarsgård is, or like how well he played the role, it was very, like, it made me uncomfortable. Like how he went on the whole tangent about like, "Oh, well, I can pour this wine for you so like you believe that like I don't spike it." And I'm like, dude, like just admit you fucking spiked the tea. You know what I mean? Like it was just so that part is like what I'm saying. So, anyways, cut to this guy named AJ. He's driving. He's like, woo doo 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 doo. Or original, I believe. People were saying that like it was kind of like a different movie. I forget what the movie was called though. If you look up Barbarian on TikTok, it literally comes up. Oh yeah, no, I definitely agree. Like if you have the time to go, it is definitely like, obviously like it is going to get spoiled for you right now, but like it is just so like, I don't know, the movie was so simple. Like there wasn't like, it wasn't like crazy, absolutely like the visual, but like it was like, and I saw someone did say that it took you back to like the 70s, 80s horror film type vibe, where like I said, it's like just simple, like a creepy road and like shit goes wrong. You know what I mean? You don't even have a script. I know. Okay, so it cuts to AJ. He's driving, and then he gets a call, and then they're like, "Hey, you are having SA allegations." SA, we all know what that means. I just, again, don't know what I can say. You're having SA allegations against you. He's a director, I think. Or, yeah, I would say. I was getting, like, worried because it was, like, an hour 40. Each, like, time that, like, it felt like it could have just ended, I was getting worried. I was like, it cannot just end right there. So, he's, like, driving. You got SA allegations. But it makes you believe, like, it makes... like the first like 5-10 minutes of meeting AJ, you're like thinking like, oh, like he might be in the right, you know what I mean? Like someone might just be like making this shit up against him, you know what I mean? And I'm not even joking. I wish I could say that I was joking. And then so that like he has these allegations, so he needs to sell his property. Turns out he owns that house. I thought that whenever they were like he owns his house, that it was going to be, he was like, fuck, like, I have all that shit going on in the basement of that one house. I literally can't get rid of it. You know what I mean? Like, that's, like, that was my next thing, because I was like, okay, it wasn't Keith, it's AJ now. Like, and that's another thing about the writing or how they, like, set it up, is, like, something bad is happening in the house. Okay, they cut to the homeowner, and then immediately your thought is, okay, the homeowner is the one that's doing the fucked up shit there. So, he's, like, he travels to Detroit to like I guess like I don't know, to inspect the house to see if he can sell it, I guess. I don't really know. And so he's at the house and he's like, why? Okay, here's where I saw people saying that was a plot hole, but it wasn't, because you just had to like, I guess like maybe, I don't want to say think a little harder, but like I picked it up easy, my mom didn't. So whenever AJ gets home, he's like, why is this such a mess? Like, did the last tenant not leave? Like, where's the last tenant? And then the lady says there hasn't been a tenant in 2 weeks, or like a few weeks. Like, she says something about that. So Tess has been down there, like down in the basement for weeks. Hence why she knows what to do whenever that mother creature is like sticking the bottle down, and why the mother creature likes her, because she's been down there for a while obeying the creature. So, but I literally thought, I was like, not like thought, but I said to my mom, I'm not even joking, he gets the phone call in the movie, his friend calls him and asks him to go out to a bar. And as he's like picking up that phone call, I look over at my mom and I say, do you think he did it? Like referring to the allegations. And he goes, hey, what's up, F word, like F slur. And I looked, and then I was like, never mind, he did it. I was like, never mind, he did it. And then he literally admitted to doing it to his friend, and I was like, okay, this fucking idiot. Then he calls the girl and is like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, you're literally an idiot. Like, at that point, I was like, I don't care what happens to you. Like, as much as, like, how creepy all the scenes were of, like, them in the basement and, like, all that stuff, I was like, as creepy as it still will be, I will not give a single fuck whatever happens to you. Like, if you get tossed around in that cage, I don't care. So, then next, he goes downstairs and he's fucking measuring. He's, like, trying to, like, do square footage and all this stuff. And it was just so confusing to me as to how did he not, like, he's, like, measuring this whole thing and he's, like, so oblivious to everything. Which I guess was just meant to be, like, another plot point, like, or just to prove that this guy's a douchebag, whatever. And, so then the creepy lady that's like holding them hostage grabs him. Tess is like, hey, yo, drink that bottle. And he's like, no. And then he goes to the VHS room. And then, let's just say something similar happens to him, that what his allegations are. You know what I mean? Defendable points. No, I mean, you, and with every character in the show, or in the movie, I keep saying show. With every character in this movie, you are quite literally just introduced to them as, like, and all you're seeing of them is, like, what their contribution to the plot line is. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know anything about them. Like, we don't know anything about Tess, the main girl, until, like, we don't know anything about her besides that she was renting this Airbnb for a job interview. Like, that's all you know. So this guy, the only, like, defendable stuff was that he hadn't admitted to it until, I don't know, but yeah, he's, like, literally just a D-bag, like, the whole time. Like, so then, but then you think, like, okay, once they're down there together, like, okay, maybe they'll work together to get out of there. No, he goes in the VHS room, like, which is, like, this weird room that's, like, talking about, like, I don't know, it's just, again, you just have to watch the movie. So then, again, the allegations he was receiving, something similar happens to them. Yeah, I'll get to that. So, even when that happened, I was like, I don't fucking care. I was like, I don't care that is happening to him because he deserves it. Yes, he deserves it. Fucking, like, no. Freak, weirdo, he deserves that. So, and I thought it was gonna, I thought, like, right then it was over for him. Tess gets out. Girl literally gets out and tries to go back in for him. And I was like, girl, you don't even know him. Girl, you literally don't even know him. You don't even know him. Why are you trying to get back in there? That's what pissed me off so bad. Like, she got out of the house somehow without the, like, mother creature realizing, or not realizing, but before the mother creature could. And she's like, let me back in. I need to go home. Why would you do that? Mostly because she was like, he could be at this point. Okay, so then why do you care? Why do you care? Why do you care? I would literally run. Mostly, like, if I had been down there for weeks. So then next, what happens next? She's trying to get in. She calls the cops. The cops are shit. And, like, I don't know, like, why the cops are so shit in, like, every movie. I feel like, the cops show up and she's like, we need to go into that house. We need to save them. And, like, she's like, I'm not a crackhead. Like, let me go in that house. And then they're like, no. And then they just leave. But that, like, why would you not even, like, knock on the door, maybe go in the house, maybe inspect it a little, and then maybe if she's like, it's down here, then, like, go down with her to inspect. You know what I mean? Like, why would you not, like, I feel like most, like, cops in any situation, they'll, like, kind of, not entertain it, but they'll kind of be like, okay, look, everything's fine if, you know, whatever, and then they leave. Cops were shit, okay? So then, the guy, like, is, like, wandering around in the basement. He, like, escapes the mother creature, and then he finds this old guy, which is already explained before he finds him. So basically, this old guy, way back, and there's a flashback to, like, long before, like, 70s maybe, I don't know. And they show him kidnapping women, and then they don't show him doing that, but they see him, like, planning it out. And then, like, he says to this pharmacy lady that, like, he's planning an at-home birth. He needs, like, stuff to prepare for that. And then they show him, like, preparing a woman's house. Like, he, like, sneaks it. Okay, this is another... Each character is very much their character, like Tess's. Right. Right. I understand that. Yeah, I agree. Can't swim. It's like, okay, so I'm just, like, trying to get the explanation so then we can talk more about it. So, anyways, they show, like, he goes into this woman's house. He's like, there's an outage in the neighborhood. I need to check it out. And she's like, okay. I said to my mom, if someone ever comes in our house or, like, asks to come in our house, usually my mom, my dad, not really me, just because I never, like, I don't know, I don't really answer to the door, like, to people like that. So, you usually follow them around the house. You're like, okay, the bathroom's over here. You watch them, like, that's it. Of course, in this movie, the lady lets him in and then continues her chores around the house, doesn't see him unlock her window, and then it's like hinted at that he sneaks in that window, kidnaps her, and then basically she has his kid, and then we're assuming that then he has a kid with that kid, and then it just gets creepier, just a line of creepiness. So whenever the AJ guy finds that old man in the bedroom, he's like trying to help him, and then he's like, we're gonna get you out of here. Like, he's thinking that this lady is like holding him hostage. He's like, we're gonna get you out of here. And then he sees like all these tapes, and they're all like labeled like names, like redhead from gas station, I think the one said. And then like he like plays one, and he's like, you sick fuck. And then like he's like, I am gonna like get, like, you're gonna get what's coming to you, like all this shit. Now, I was watching. Oh wait, I'll say this after. So then the old man surprisingly ate himself right there. My mom was like, oh, well, he knew it was over for him. You know what I mean? Like, he knew shit hit the fan. Like, he knew someone had figured out he would get ratted on. He wasn't old enough to stop them. I don't believe that. I mean, not that I don't believe that, but I feel like the man could have, like, me and my mom, like, whenever he was like digging through the drawer, we were like, he's gonna ring the bell. We thought he was going to ring the bell. I'm just surprised he didn't do that. So then Tess ends up getting him out. How does she end up getting him out? Is it through the window? Or she just, I forget how she gets him out. But they get out. But, she gets down there, and then he fucking pew-pews her. Because he thinks that she's because he thinks she's the crazy lady that's hiding in the basement. Are you an idiot? Like, again, you have to see the movie, but like, you can blatantly tell that they are two different people. So then they get out. He's like, we need to find our hospital now. Like, they're finally out there, excited, whatever. She's like, no, like, or I forget. They find this homeless guy, and he's sitting there, and he's like, she hasn't found me here in 15 years. We'll be fine. Of course, she barges through, finds him, beats him up with his own arm. Which, we'll get to that. That is one of the major plot holes, I think, is her supernaturalness. Because that doesn't make any sense to me. So then, okay. But right before that guy gets beat with his own arm, Tony referred to this man's dialogue, AJ's dialogue. He's like, maybe I'm just a good guy who's done bad things. And I was sitting there, I honestly didn't believe it. I knew that was setting him up to do something more fucked up. I was like, he's going to do something that's like, and I just felt like only one of them was going to survive. And I was like, I cannot have AJ survive. Like, I just don't give a shit about him. Like, usually at the end of horror movies, they'll like show them like after they survived the terrible accident and all this stuff. I'm like, I don't give a crap about this man's life. Like, I literally don't. Like, I will walk out of the theater. And like, so yeah, that's where like he kind of like, oh yeah, he's having his turning moment. Like, he's helping Tess now after he did this to her. Like, and now like he's like maybe like coming to his senses and all that stuff. No, the lady comes in and beats that man with his arm. Fucking AJ gets up and sprints on his own. Tess is sitting there with a wound in her. She's like, wait for me. He keeps running. Then he runs up this water tower. She's following him up there, like, slowly. And then she's like, oh, you have your pew-pew thingy. Like, use it. Because the mother lady was chasing after them next. And then, of course, he drops it off the water tower. You know what I mean? He's like, drops it. Okay, of course. Like, okay. So then he looks at Tess in the face. Now, this, I literally gasped. I literally was like, he looks Tess in the face, and he goes, one of us is going to need to distract her. Doesn't even hesitate. Pushes Tess off the water tower. And then the crazy lady had gotten all the way up there, but then at that point saw that Tess was jumping down, but she tries to save Tess, and she does, which, I still don't get how Tess survived. I don't get that. Or either of them. But that scene, Tony, like, I, like, vividly remember, like, seeing that lady jumping off the water. I was like, hey! I literally said to my mom, I was like, bro, like, ew, ew, ew. Oh, grandma. My grandma's apparently an 11-year-old kid now. So then, you were talking about? Good. Good. I didn't even think of it like that, but that's funny. But I know that there's wolf shirts like that. And the weird thing is I bought this shirt because my grandmother would wear shirts like those. But like if you might have seen the wolf shirts that are similar. Hopefully you have. But I now that you mentioned that, I kind of want those wolf shirts too. Diving down, I literally was like, ew, like just seeing her dive down, I was like, bruh, ew. I was like, ew, that's so, like, And then so then the crazy lady and Tess survive. Then Tess. Oh, then AJ is like, oh my god, Tess, or yeah, like, oh my god, Tess, I'm so sorry, like, I just had to do it, like, you know, like, and he was like, you were already slipping, Hey, what's up, what's going on over on YouTube? So then, he's like, you know what I have to do? That crazy lady grabs him by the face, in the eyes. I was like, no, oh my god, ew. And then the crazy lady's like trying to make sure Tess is okay. She's like, she's like not saying anything, but she's like, back home, we'll go back home, I'll take care of you. And Tess is like, no, I can't go. And she's like pretending to be hurt. Or not pretending, she probably was. She's like, I know I'm hurting. And then she kills the crazy lady. And then that's it. And then Tess just walks off into the sunset. Now, biggest plot hole, I would say, is the fact that the crazy lady had supernatural powers. That makes no sense. The fact that she was like all the like mutations and, you know, fucked up, you know, genes that she had, I don't think that equals supernatural. And that also doesn't explain the door like creaking shut, like being able to do shit like that. Like they made her so, the crazy lady, like I said, like she jumped off the water tower, survived, fucking squished AJ's eyes, like was literally like blatantly just like getting these motherfuckers like no tomorrow. Kenny, that's exciting. I didn't even know Rick and Morty was coming out with new episodes. Compared to last. Yeah, I also realized that too. I was a bit, not like, I mean, I'm not going to tell people what to put, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. But, like, whenever I was scrolling on the feed today, I did not see as much. Yeah, and I think that I don't know. I really think that, like I said, that it was, like, really more, not like an ode to, but, like, it was really 80s, 70s, like, early horror styled. So, like, it, like, that is also another thing. Like, they didn't have her, you know, CGI'd. Was last year probably why? Oh, right. But, yeah, that, and then I was talking to my mom, and I was like, wouldn't it be crazy if AJ goes in the basement, watches all those tapes, but instead of seeing tapes of, like, what that old man did to people, he finds out maybe, like, what that old man did, but then also realizes that that old man is maybe, like, his grandpa or something. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't it be so weird if he found out that was, like, a relative, and that's why he acts like that? Wouldn't that be crazy? But then I was watching an analysis video, and they were saying that, like, that AJ and the old guy are, like, go hand in hand. Because, like, wait, hold on. I sent the text to my mom because I also had just hit my anxiety pen, so I was like, I said, watching a YouTube video about Barbarian, and the director said something similar to us, that Frank is the old guy. Frank is a reflection of AJ, so when AJ says what's wrong with you, he's talking about himself, similar to us saying that he should have been his dad. Like, he was saying, like, what's wrong with you? Like, bruh, you're doing fucked up shit too. It's actually a guy? Oh my god, I didn't know that. I would say that is the only hole in the plot, though, that the crazy lady's supernatural, because that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? That, like, she's, like, jumping around, going all over, like, she can survive getting hit by a car, and, like, I also just don't like I don't really like the cheesy stuff where, like, Tess gets in her car and it stops working. You know what I mean? Or, like, he goes to pull out the gun and then it, like, falls out of his hand. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I'm like, okay, come on, be real right now, you know what I mean? Like, oh, of course it didn't work, you know what I mean? But overall, I think it was a good movie. A lot of people were saying horror movie of the year. I'm not really a horror movie fanatic, so I can't really say, but it was good. I just don't know of the year. And never see the crazy. Well, my assumption would be that they never come out. That they usually end up, like, somehow, because I think because remember whenever Tess was sleeping the first night and her door was open, so clearly the crazy lady had to have been upstairs, and Keith said he didn't open the door, so clearly, like, someone was upstairs and it was one of the people he has holding down there, whatever, you know what I mean? So I think that whoever rents a house just doesn't ever come out, and then whoever AJ's cleaners are usually just don't give a shit about whatever's left behind and then just throws it out, I guess. That would be my only way to explain that. And then another thing is, like, how did Keith and Tess rent it at the same time? Like, why, like, what was that about? You know what I mean? Like, why couldn't it just been some girl showing up to, I guess just to have, like, we rented it at the same time to make it seem like that's the scary thing about it. Like, okay, well, he's the killer, but I don't know. I guess that's just the fault on AJ and his team, I guess, that they just somehow had it together. I'm about to sneeze. I feel it in my nose, in my eye, but nothing's happening. But yeah, I don't know. It was a good movie, but I don't know. So maybe this convinced you guys to go see it, or maybe you're like, damn, you just spoiled it, so I don't really care. So now I'm just kind of gonna mind my business, which is also valid, also very valid. But it was a good movie, definitely a good movie, I would say. They're Frank's kids or something, maybe. I just really hope, like, as much as I do want more answers, it's like there's just some movies we just, just leave it, you know what I mean? So if there's a Barbarian 2, they would have to do it really well for there to be a second one, or, like, a successful second one. Nope, really? I actually heard, like, so a lot of people were not comparing Nope, but more so of, Jordan Peele's directing compared to the directors of this, was that, like, say, for example, like, with AJ's situation, it was like, here's the social issue, but it's not, like, I haven't seen a Jordan Peele movie, by the way. I've only seen Get Out a while ago, so I don't know. But it was like, here's a social issue, take what you want with it, you know what I mean? Like, because, I mean, like, whenever he was getting allegations, there was really no, like, like, he was pretty much alone during it, whereas Jordan Peele's, they said, again, I don't know, is that, like, he presents a social issue and is like, this is how I feel. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense at all. Which I don't really care which way the movie is, but I've heard that, like, that's how the two films differ. Leave it alone, right. I think the thing is like, the reason why people always feel like there has to be a sequel to every movie is because people want answers. But the thing is that there's always going to be questions. Like, there's never going to be a movie that leaves off just, and that's how it ended. You know what I mean? And, like, because there's always people, like, you know, with anything. Like, I remember whenever Austin and Ally ended, they ended up making it end with them, like, however long in the future they have kids. Okay, but now people are like, we want an Austin and Ally movie because we want to see how they are as parents and all that stuff. So it's going to be a never-ending cycle until you literally, like, if you were to literally just kill off all the characters. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way for a movie to not, because, like, I feel like at that point, like, if there's no further questions, then you're probably either not watching the movie properly or you're not, or the movie just wasn't well enough written. And I feel like it just, like, some stuff is just better off left to the imagination. Like, I think it's cool. Like, I would have never thought how you said, how you think that maybe Frank's kids are, like, you know, renting out the house maybe double, twice as much, like, than what it's being rented out now. So that's, didn't think about that. Whereas, like, if there's, like, a sequel, then, okay, there's an answer. And then, like, sometimes, like, not that it's the answer you don't want, but it's just, like, I liked my idea better, and then now that I know what the actual answer is, I just kind of, like, you know what I mean? The audience asking. Right, and, like, but I feel like that's what makes, like, if you're not walking out of a movie, most movies, I feel like with some movies, there's exceptions, but if you're not walking out of the movie, like, theorizing or, like, maybe questioning something, then, like, maybe you need to kind of just think about, you know, like, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, I feel like that, like, I like leaving movies like that. As much as I do like answers to stuff, you know, as much as I like, I don't know, as much as I like answers, sorry, I'm trying to edit something right here on YouTube. As much as I like answers to movies, there is, sometimes it's better left unsaid. You know, that's more so what it is. It's better left unsaid, I would say. Better left unsaid is the best way to put it. Hey, Nitro, what's up? What's going on? How's it hanging? Out of a 10, a 7. I don't know, like I said, I'm not like a horror movie person, so it's hard for me to rate it. I would say, I don't know. I liked how, like, things were constantly changing, you know what I mean? Like, how everything was very unexpected. And I liked, like, it was, like, it had me invested enough that I was, like I said, that I was audibly, like, being like, oh my god, like, there were times I was like, dude, what the actual fuck? I would say, I don't know, I would say, like, 7.6, I would say, or 7.6, between 7.6 and 8.3, I would say, so maybe, like, I don't know, somewhere in that range, because there was, like, some parts where I was like, okay, this is kind of cheesy. I don't really give a fuck. I also, me and my mom both agreed that we wish that they showed more of Frank in the past whenever he was, like, kidnapping all the ladies. Obviously not that we don't want to see, you know, it's like, oh, I want to see it, but it's like, I wish that we had more background of Frank and what he was doing. Like, more of backstory to it, I guess. I don't know. Maybe as to, like, maybe why, like, that's the only thing, another, like, thing that I critique is, like, I really like knowing the characters, you know what I mean, like, so, but I think that's what was, like, really, like, or what is really challenging my knowledge or my brain right now, is the fact that, like, I don't know anything about any of these characters, besides, literally, maybe 2 things about each character, you know, so, I don't know, it's a good movie, it's a really good movie, I recommend it, but whenever I was sitting in my room later that night, I had to sleep with my lights on, like, bright, basically like this. And I didn't go to sleep like that, but I had to turn them on that because I was like, I was just feeling a little creepy, you know what I mean? I'm doing okay. I'm doing pretty good, you know. Today was a crazy day, but then towards the end of the day, I started to relax and calm down. I was just very, like, all over the place mentally today. I don't know. I feel like that always happens to me whenever, like, maybe whenever I don't work out. So I feel like maybe the first thing I need to start doing on Sundays is going on my walks. So I think that's what I need to start doing. Right. Like, and that's, like, what's annoying is, like, you find out he's a good guy, but at what cost? You know what I mean? You find out he's the good guy by him being killed off, you know? Because he was just right. And, like, but I think that, like, and like I said, I felt awkward because of, like, I don't want to be like, oh, 'cause how good the acting was, but, like, I genuinely think, like, I was like, this is so weird. I actually have my lights, so they're, like, set to, what's it called? They, like, start, which I fucking hate sometimes because it's, like, I'm still up and doing shit, and I know that it's meant to, like, be like, hey, come on, go to sleep. I set my lights to start to dim at 1 o'clock in the morning, and then they shut off completely by 1:15. And it's annoying. If I said I slept with my lights on, I didn't mean that. I meant, like, sitting in my room with the bright lights on. But then I eventually turned them to blue, but I was still a bit like, eh. And then I couldn't watch the analysis videos because I was just like, it's too soon. It's too soon. I'm still too creeped out. And she's, yeah, she's pretty. Yeah, and, like, yeah, he just played him, like, the acting overall was really good in this entire film. Hold on, socks one's out. Hey, girl, you want out? Yeah, look at the shirt. Look at the shirt. Yeah, he was such a good actor. All of them, like I said, they were all good actors. I didn't recognize who played Tess and who played AJ, but apparently they were both, or I know AJ is, like, he has acted before, and I think I saw that, like, one of the videos I was watching, they were talking about how, Bill usually plays, like, straight in your face, a creepy character. You know what I mean? Like, he is known to be the weirdo, the creepy, you know what I mean? Like, he's played Pennywise. I don't really know who else he's played, but you know what I mean? Like, he's, like, always immediately the creepy one in the film. And that the guy who played AJ is apparently, I haven't seen him in any other films, but apparently he's always, like, the nice, funny, quirky guy. I could not get out of my head the entire time. He looks so much like David Schwimmer. I was like, that is David Schwimmer. That is a short king version of David Schwimmer. That has to be. I don't know what that movie is, Kenny. But yeah, so it was a good movie, and I am glad I went to go see it. My mom was, like, really surprised. She was like, the thing is it wasn't as horror as I thought it would be, which I'm glad, because, like I said, I just like the kind of creepy, like there's just, like, kind of, like, gory, not that I like the gory scenes, I don't like that, but, like, with creepy you end up getting gory, you know what I mean? So I would rather have a creepy movie, so that's why I'm just kind of like, I don't even know if I would like the classic like Freddy Krueger, Friday the 13th type stuff. I don't know, would I haven't seen them, but I prefer that kind of movie where it's like there's, like, something sick and twisted, like it's not just, like, some fucking, like, Frankenstein guy that's, like, out to get everyone, you know. But yeah, it was really good. Thank you, Tony. Shout out Tony for even telling me that it was out in theaters, because I literally wouldn't have known. And I don't know. I literally was telling, like, all my friends, everyone to go watch it, because I'm like, I just need to talk about it. I just, like, it is, like, I don't know. It just is so, like, it's, like, it kind of has me speechless. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's just, like, I don't, like, bro. Like, what the fuck did I just watch? You know? I still need to go see Nope. And I also still need to go see Elvis. I don't even know if Elvis is in theaters anymore, but I saw it's on HBO Max, so I'm just going to watch it on HBO Max. Because Everyone has been freaking out over Elvis and saying how good of a movie it is. So I haven't gotten to see it yet. Sorry, checking my battery on my phone. It's good. Hello? Oh, never mind, bro. What? I think I actually invited someone to TikTok Live. Sorry if I invited you. Apologies. He plays Alvin. No fucking way. No fucking way. Alvin in the Chipmunks cast. No way. He does. The rumors are true. Bro, that's so crazy. Jesse McCartney plays Theodore? Matthew Gray Gobbler? I don't know about the last name. I don't really know who he is, honestly. But he plays Simon? Wait, how is there two? There's two Alvins and two Theodores. And also two Simons. So I'm confused. What other movies was Justin Long in? He looks so much like David Schwimmer. Like, a lot, I think. Tusk, Alvin and the Chipmunks, he's just not that into you. Live Free or Die Hard, Jeepers Creepers. Apparently the way that Justin Long, apparently how AJ died with, like, the eyes thing was, people said that it was a reference to Jeepers Creepers. I've never seen that, so I don't know. Going the Distance, don't know what that is. Accepted. Herbie! Bro, this guy's in every movie I watch. Everything else, I don't know. But Mans looks like David Schwimmer, though. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye, Kenny. Sorry that I did not say that. I said that if you press on your eyes. You can see different shapes and different colors and stuff. And I thought the one time that I had seen a picture of a swimmer, I thought that it was referring to those colors you see when you do that to your eyes. Okay? It's really weird even for me. I wasn't planning on it. I cannot, I don't know. I think the thing is for me that I sort of realized is I can't watch creepy movies at home. Because, then, you know, how whenever, you're at the theater and you're kind of walking out, you're like, eh. You kind of get the, you're eh. Walking out. I feel like it's harder to separate yourself from the movie when you watch it at home. You know what I mean? Mostly, creepy movies like that. Because, you're already at your home. Mostly if you watch it in bed, I cannot, I don't know. I'm a big believer on, if you associate. So, say that, if you work from home and you work in your room all the time, you're only going to associate that with, say, if you only work on this certain chair, you're going to associate that chair with work. You know what I mean? You're never going to detach that. So that's why all the time whenever I edit, I try to rotate where I edit because I don't really want to ruin any part of the house for me. So I'll sit in here sometimes and edit. I'll sit in my dining room. I've been sitting in my dining room recently. I'll sit in my bed. I'll sit on my love sack. I'll sit outside. I'll sit in my parents' room sometimes. So I don't know. Turn into O. That is really weird. That is definitely really weird. I don't know where people come up with shit like that. You know what I mean? How are you coming up with that kind of movie? What? I understand, and I didn't even realize why it was called Barbarian until literally way after, because apparently, because Barbarian means being detached from society and being, a weirdo, freak, creep type vibe, you know? So, think about me. I'm the baddest alive. Anyways, how's everyone's day? What's going on? How's everyone doing? Sorry for that. I feel like it was about an hour-long movie talk. It was a good movie. I recommend it, and it was something I needed to get off my chest. I needed to put out there in the universe. My earring's bothering me. Also, my parents are at a cruise, and it's kind of sad. I'm honestly kind of sad about it. Like, I'll be honest with you guys. Can I trauma dump for a second? Not trauma dump. It's not what it is. But I'm just kind of like, damn. Like, they're experiencing, like, the cruise, like, type thing again for the first time without me. You know what I mean? My mom texted me. Hold on. What'd she say? She was, like, texting me about it, and I'm like, all right, let's relax. Of course, I get a notification as soon as I look. Whoa. She said, the boat is bigger than I remembered and lots of food and baked goods. And I'm like, oh, great. That's so nice. So happy for you. I'm so, so happy for you. So happy for you. And just brainstorm ideas. I know, but it's like, what drugs are they on? What are they doing? What are they doing? To think of that idea. You know, and like, trust me, I think maybe it is pretty easy, but it's like, I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe it's like getting it past the room. You know what I mean? Like, getting it past, like, outside of the room. Because, like, sometimes I probably could think of a creepy idea like that, but, like, I would be afraid to tell anyone that because then they'd be like, no, she's out again. You know what I mean? So I just feel like, you know what I mean? So I don't know, but even just like I don't know. It's just crazy to think how hard it is to make a movie. Literally, like, you have to write every single line. You have to do dude, that's crazy. I don't know. That's crazy. I'm just like tripping balls over movies now. More actiony than Barbarian, really. I don't know if I would like if I like that. Like, I feel like I kind of like just the simplicity of Barbarian, how like most of the action was more like mindfuck. You know what I mean? But I do want to see it. I might just wait until it's on like some sort of streaming platform. I don't know. And I also love Keke Palmer. I love her. So I like really, really, really want to go see it. But yeah, I don't know, the past few days, like I said, I've been a bit mind fucked over that movie. And I feel like it'll be worse over Nope, because I feel like Justin Peele does like similar stuff with his movies. You know what I mean? But yeah, Judy was surprised that I wanted to go see it. And she liked it though. I mean, she said that like, I think she has like a more hot take than I do, and it's that she was like, it wasn't that good. Like, she said it was good, but like the way that people were talking about it. Hold on, there were certain tweets I saw on Twitter. Multiple or one script, right? But then like, how long do you think it's like go back and forth of like, oh, well, I don't like that, or you know, whatever. Hold on, I'm trying to see because there were certain tweets I saw. Hold on, because there was some that was like, oh, someone said the real star of Barbarian, and it was the tape measure that AJ just fucking carrying around the whole time. Fuck, there was this one tweet, and I don't think I liked it. I just don't think I liked it, which is so annoying. But yeah, a lot of people were saying like that it was so crazy that or not so crazy that you should go into it not knowing a single thing, you know? If I was the main director, I would be like, fuck all that, I'm gonna just type it up myself. I feel like I would just end up, It would sound cringy if I wrote it. I don't know. I feel like I just need practice. I'm trying to find it. I just don't think I can. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it, which is sad. Someone said, you know it's going to be a good horror movie when Justin Long is in it. I was like, I mean, is it though? I don't think it is. I don't think it's getting like much hype where it's like I am just honestly just searching Barbarian on Twitter. But also another thing that I feel like is kind of a plot hole is who is renting that house? Like, who is showing up? Like, who would drive to the house and think, like, why didn't even Keith, like, whenever he was sitting there, think, like, oh, like, this is a weird neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like, this is kind of weird. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Okay, here it is. Barbarian as a movie is like if you went into a diner only to find out it's a pizzeria, and it turns out the chefs in the kitchen are actually anthropomorphic lobsters, but it also turns out you're not on Earth. It has huge Mad Libs energy, don't expect anything, a wild ride. I agree. So people actually pitch it? Oh. Imagine if, like, you pitch something and then, like, only, like, 2 lines. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, I liked those 2 lines. Also, hey, Josh, over on YouTube. Hey, I just didn't mean to, like, ignore you. Oh, my God. I was, like, looking stuff up on here. But, yeah, people are saying to go see it without any spoilers. And I agree. I didn't even know Justin Long was in it. I honestly thought it would just be the 2 characters. So that's why whenever Justin Long popped up on the screen, I was like, bro, come on. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't give a shit about this man. I don't. Whoa. Why did that just start playing out loud? I sent the TikTok to my friend, and I was clearing my messages, and it fucking just started playing out loud. I don't know if you heard it. But jump scare warning. I need to clear my lymph nodes. They're, like, hurting. I can feel them, like, Everyone do this. This feels so good. I'm not even joking. And once you start doing it a few times, it, like, helps so much, I think. I don't know. But that's just me. I imagine acting in that movie, though. They kept calling, yeah. I wonder. But also, see, another thing is, like, who is that? You know what I mean? Like, who, what, where, when, why, how? You know what I mean? Like, why did they never explain him? Why did they never explain, like, they explained nothing ever. But, like, some of the scenes, like, in the VHS room, like, imagine, like, that's just so crazy. That's just so crazy. Like I said, it would have been a big, like, plot turn if, like, it turned out that was, like, Justin's dad or something, or, like, his grandfather. You know what I mean? If he was like, oh, my God, and then, like, he finds out that's why he acts like that. Hey, what's up? I'm on TikTok. Hi. My lips hurt so bad. They feel so dry, but then when I put chapstick on, they fucking still feel dry. I feel like chapstick just makes your lips more dry. Sorry. I also ate chips, so I'm sure I'm fucking dehydrated. Yeah, I definitely think that I didn't like how they just ended it right there. I like whenever they give you, like, a good, like, even, like, 10 minutes of, like, the person who survived, you know, like, their life afterwards, because they usually, mostly if they don't do a sequel. So that's what kind of makes me fear that they're going to do a sequel, is they didn't show us. Or maybe they're just keeping it such a surface level movie. You know what I mean? Like, I wish they would have showed us, like, her going home and, like, does she report it? Does this shit, like, what, like, I was about to say, does this shit keep going on? But, like, the guy only had, like, that was the only crazy lady. But I honestly thought that there would be a lot more crazy ladies. That's so crazy, though. Like, I was so shocked whenever AJ pushed Tess off the water tower. I genuinely was like, oh my God. Like, I just don't know. I was like, holy shit. Like, I just don't know. I wish that they would have shown a little bit before and a little bit after. Like, her maybe, like, and also another reason why I was, like, confused, like, whenever she was going for the job interview and then she was like, oh, I couldn't find a hotel, because of the medical convention, I was waiting for her boss to be like, oh, well, what's it called? Well, sorry, I'm blanking. Well, there's no medical convention. I was waiting for her to be like, what medical convention are you talking about? You know what I mean? Water down, right. Because you're right. But the reason why I said that it would turn out to him being his father is because how did the house get into AJ's hands? Because that old guy had to have sold it, but then somehow still lived in the basement. You know what I mean? Like, it would be crazy, like, if the house was just somehow passed down in the family, maybe, and then, like, he was like, oh, well, this was my family home, but I just gotta get rid of it, you know what I mean? Like, fuck it, like, getting rid of my childhood home. And then, like, bam. He finds his great-grandfather that he doesn't even know is his great-grandfather. But, I don't know. That's just another thing to add that I was like, or that I thought of, that I was like, that'd have been interesting. I'm trying to think what else. I don't know. I think everything else was pretty good, though. The actors were incredible, like I said. And, I was talking about the job, how the boss was like, if she would have been like, what medical convention, I then would have been like, okay, 100% Keith's a weirdo. I do agree that we should have got more Keith. It kind of makes me sad now, like, knowing that, like, he was good, you know what I mean? And it also makes me sad because I just realized that he apparently knew, who did he know? Like, it was some, like, sort of band or something that, like, he knew that, like, would have helped her for her job. That I was, like, whenever he said, like, oh my gosh, I know them, or, like, whatever, I'm the lead or whatever, I was like, back away, you weirdo. He was just saying that. Like, I literally thought he was just saying that to get on her good side. And then how does it explain how he had the night terrors, like, all that stuff? I just think that, like, they should have kept it absolutely not paranormal. They should have just kept, like, the crazy lady should not have been, like, having super strength and, like, super survival skills. Like, she just should have been, like, a crazy lady that was like, okay, come stay with me. You know what I mean? You know? But people were saying that, fuck AJ, man. Fuck AJ. Truly, at the end of the day, fuck AJ. That's all I gotta say. I just want to see more, like, I just like whenever, movies come out, and then there's, like, a bunch of, like, theorizing movies, and I guess, like, I didn't realize it just came out on the day that you told me to go see it. I didn't realize that's when it was debuting. I want to see more movies, or not movies. I want to see more clips. Not clips. Reviews, analyzing, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just want to see more. I want to see more of it. And I kind of want to watch it again, but only to see the beginning part. I just want to see Keith again. Like, the more that I'm thinking about it, I just feel bad for Keith. Barbarian, Keith. Let's just look up Keith. Now, after talking about it, now I'm going to start crying. I'm going to start crying over Keith. I feel bad. I feel bad for Keith. Just for AJ to take the main, or just for AJ to take the male part? No. Why is there only 2 pictures of Keith? I love Keith. Keith deserved better in this movie. That's so fucked up. Because whenever he was like, look, I'll go downstairs and everything will be fine. I'm like, yeah, of course everything's going to be fine because you run all the shit down there. Oh my God. I just literally can't. This is why I can't watch movies. Because it sends me down an entire spiral and then I go crazy over them, I think. Will never happen. I wasn't like saying like Tess was Keith. I was just saying we deserved more Keith. Like I said, this is why I can't watch movies because I go into a spiral about them and then I'm like, then that's all I talk about and that's all I'm worried about. That's all I'm thinking about. And now that I'm like realizing that Keith was such a good guy and deserved to live, I'm like sitting here and I'm like, man, maybe I should have appreciated Keith. Like I said, I kind of want to watch this beginning half to see it again. I don't know. I definitely probably won't. I just won't because I just cannot deal with any more scariness. That was my scary movie for the year. That was my scary movie for the next 2 years. For the next 2 years. That's it. It's not like, I don't know. I kind of want to go see Nope, but I feel like that's like scary, creepy vibes. What is it? Spooky, scary skeletons shivering down your spine. I'm gonna be, you know what I'm gonna be for Halloween? I'm gonna be your mom. Imagine, do you think that is a your mom costume or a D's Nuts costume? Someone can be D's and I can be Nuts. Imagine that though, like someone gets a dress and they put a bunch of D's on them, or they put a bunch of stuff that have like D's on them, or like things that start with D's, like you could like, or whatever. And then another person has a dress that has a bunch of nuts all over them, but not like nuts, gross nuts, just like peanuts, acorns. Is an acorn considered a nut? Can humans eat acorns? I don't know. Anyways. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, whenever I was watching that analysis video last night, and they said, like, he literally said, like, no one was really expecting anything because, Bill usually plays the scary character, like, he usually plays the fucked up character, and then Justin usually plays the innocent, like, one that, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but it said that he usually plays the innocent character that gets, like, screwed over in the end, which, I don't know, but he did such a good job. That, like, the acting was incredible, and, wait, hold on, let me look up the cast, because I want to see the guy that you said played, Oh, hello, yeah. What's up? What is going on? Is Everett the name of the creepy lady? Because that's the only thing that comes up. It says Bill Skarsgård, Everett, Tess, AJ. Oh, wait, no, the mother? No. Who's Everett? Did I miss something? But Everett plays the creepy lady. The mother. That's what it's called. Who's Everett? What? Who's Everett? What? I'm so confused now. Who was Everett? I'm looking up who was Everett. I'm like looking at pictures. There's no picture of Everett. Who is Everett? His name's Zach Kreger, but wasn't he the director of it? I'm so lost now. But thank you, Wholesome Scottish, Jr. for following. What's up? What's up? What's going on? What's going on? We're just talking about Barbarian I almost said for a little bit, but we've been definitely talking about it for like an hour now. It's such a good movie. But I'm trying, like, who the fuck is Everett? What? Like, I'm so confused. It says Zach Kreger Everett, but what? Officer 2, Megan, Melissa. There's like other characters that I'm like, I don't know who that is. I just don't know who that is. Oh my god, wait. The guy that plays... Isn't James Butler, like, really famous? Wasn't he in a bunch of good, like, big, good movies? I don't know, but I think he was the homeless guy. He looks familiar, I just don't know. Who the fuck is Everett? Oh my god, Zac Efron turned down Barbarian. Oh my god, Zac Efron was supposed to play AJ. It says Zac Efron turning down Barbarian made director Zach Kreger rethink the character of AJ. Kind of horror film that people should be rushing to see in the theaters. Okay, where is this all at? Oh wait, the central theme of the red flags was always guiding element of the film, but during a chat with Kreger explained that AJ's character was actually changed by the casting process and, in the end, became a much better fit for that theme. Kreger wrote the role with Zac Efron in mind, but when the actor turned down the movie, it gave him the chance to rethink AJ's role in the film. I wrote this guy, and I think we offered it initially to Zac Efron because I was thinking I wanted to go to some beefcake kind of himbo. Notice on Zac Efron. Bro, what the fuck? He said he wants to give it to some beefcake himbo? Oh my god. Yeah, that's who I saw now, but who? But that's the way that he's portrayed himself a lot. I was just thinking jawbone, biceps, and a haircut. Then he said no, which is why I'm talking so much shit on him. Laughs. No, he's great. I wanted him to do the movie, but when he passed, I had time to think. We were putting all the lists together of who to go out to, and I just realized I've been thinking of the role wrong. Instead of going out the himbo route with Baywatch and Neighbors actor, Kreger decided that AJ would be suited by Tom Hanks type of guy. After giving it some thought, he decided who's Tom Hanks. Justin Long is Tom Hanks? I haven't seen what else Justin Long is, and I haven't really seen much of Tom Hanks movies, so I don't know. The character on the page is really vile, and I just been doing some thinking who can play a really good villain, but as I was going along with the process, I realized that Justin Long is such a warm and disarming and charming, lovable presence on screen, and that is so much more engaging to me to have someone that is that sort of palette. See, that's like what he did with both Keith and Justin. Like, he quite literally just reversed the roles. You know what I mean? Like, Bill Skarsgård gives the type of vibe that's like just the way he acts, like the awkward acting he did. Like, I know, I do need to watch more movies. I'm just trying to see how, like, I was just trying to read what they had wrote, like, AJ to be like, but they just didn't really get into that. So that's good. That's good. That's great. That's wonderful. But yeah, I really couldn't imagine, I mean, I don't know, didn't Zac Efron play, what's-his-face? Ted Bundy. He played Ted Bundy. Also, Ross Lynch played Jeffrey Dahmer, which was so good. Ross Lynch did such a good job on that. I don't even care. Ross Lynch slayed. He killed that. A lot of people think Ross Lynch is going to be Johnny Storms in the new Fantastic Four movie, even though they didn't announce the cast. My friends thought that they were going to announce the cast and that Ross would be Johnny Storms. So I don't really know how he would fit. Like, I don't know if that's a good fit or not. But I just don't think he is. I just don't know. Not to be negative Nancy, but I just think that he's definitely not, I don't know, just not the vibe. 17 again? See, again, I haven't seen that movie. I haven't seen that movie. I haven't even seen High School Musical. Did you see that Zac Efron, like, admitted that, like, he didn't get plastic surgery? He, like, cracked his jaw open, and then he had to get, like, a bunch of reconstruction surgery, which just made him look the way he did, which is, like, why he was, like, never, like, oh, my God, I got this done, you know what I mean? Because, like, he literally didn't get anything done. So, poor Zac Efron getting accused of face surgery when he did, but he got it because he was hurt. Because he was hurt. I didn't see him in Neighbors. Is that what it is? Neighbors or something like that? Like the crazy party movie. I have, like, there's always a bunch of movies that I see, and I'm like, oh, I want to see that, and then I just never do. I've only seen him in Austin and Ellie. Did you not watch My Friend Dahmer? I recommend you watch that for sure. I don't even know. Wait, where can you watch that? My Friend Dahmer. Now, obviously, My Friend Dahmer is definitely a different vibe than Johnny Storm's. I don't know. I haven't seen Fantastic Four, so I can't say that Ross could or couldn't do that. Oh, it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube for free. I definitely recommend watching My Friend Dahmer to anyone if you're interested in those type of, like, I don't know. I really like, sometimes I'll get in, like, which I haven't recently just because I don't really like watching that much creepy stuff, mostly because I watch a lot of creepy stuff, or I watch a lot of stuff before I go to sleep, and I don't like watching creepy stuff before I go to sleep. It, like, affects my dreams and stuff like that, or just, like, how I feel for the next few days. So, but I will fall down, like, rabbit holes where, like, I'm, like, watching, like, all these, like, docuseries and documentaries on, like, these, or, like, just YouTube videos of, like, people's experiences and, like, takes on, like, all these, like, serial killers and stuff like that. And I was just looking up stuff about Jeffrey Dahmer, which is, like, really weird because I'm a Ross Lynch fan. I just was like, holy shit, like, there's a My Friend Dahmer movie and Ross was in it. I didn't know that. So I was like, bro, what the fuck? And then, yeah, so, but Ross does such good acting in that. So I recommend that movie. He's, like, really, like, when I say really good, that's one of the movies that, like, it just ends on, like, a note that's, like, okay, well, you know what happened from then on, but it's just kind of, like, I wish that they did more. Aren't they doing they're doing another Jeffrey Dahmer movie. I think they're doing one where they're picking up where they left off on that movie, I think, if I'm not mistaken, but they're, doing, I don't know, but they're not doing it with Ross Lynch. They're doing it with someone else. I forget. Because I remember there's a bunch of controversy where people were talking about it, like whether or not Ross should be in it again. I think Ross should be in it again. Ross was really good at it. And it definitely should have hit the theaters. Like, it was so good. I don't know. I think it might have hit, like, certain theaters, but it definitely wasn't, like, a blockbuster, like, crazy movie. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Isn't it crazy to think that, like, we're going to see documentaries of people that were weirdos now? Or not now, but, like, whenever, like, in our future, we're going to see, we're going to see documentaries on, like, people that happen now. But then I'm, like, thinking, like, well, what is happening right now? That, like, you know what I mean? That, like, someone would have a documentary on them, you know? Ouch. And checked out, there were 5. Ouch. Then the other people, like me, like, why am I working to live? Yeah, it is weird sometimes whenever you just, like, really think about stuff like that, whenever you're just kind of like, damn, like, you're really, like, now we can always, like, take it as far as back to be like, damn, I'm really, like, forced to be on this earth, but, like, it's, like, it's just weird how it's, like, weird to think about that, like, you have to, like, you just have to, like, and it's beyond cooking and cleaning, you know what I mean? Like, you have to, like, you have to, like, work So, like, you're able to cook. So you're able to clean. You know what I mean? Like, it's, like, weird to think about stuff like that. Or, like, even, like, I don't know. Now, I don't know. I just definitely, like, have that, like, spiraling moment a lot. Because I'm like, I just don't know. I really think that, like, and like, I can sit here and say it's all about perspective and that, like, everyone really makes it out what they, like, want to make it out to be. But, like, I feel like you can sort of try and separate yourself from the fact of, like, okay, I am not, like, working to live, and I feel like that goes hand in hand with finding something that you really enjoy where you're not even feel like you're working, you know? That's, like, kind of, you know, the, like I said, it goes hand in hand. Really, you don't feel like you're working, but it's, like, crazy to think, like, damn, I really have to, like, work and, like, do all this stuff to be able to buy stuff. Like, I have to, like, work. I have to make money to be able to do stuff that, like, makes me enjoy life. You know what I mean? Like, traveling, like, going out to eat, like, going out to do certain things. Like, I don't know. I get what you mean, though. It's just, like, weird to think about that. But you know what is even more weirder to me is that there's people that live their lives. Like, there's people out there that wake up, go to their 9 to 5, come home, go to sleep, and they're just like, that's what I have to do. You know what I mean? And obviously there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you are enjoying that or, like, you're able to, but, like, it's kind of like the people that don't, like, question it or don't acknowledge that it's happening. You know what I mean? Like, the people that are just kind of like, they just go through the motions. They don't even question it. Or, like, I even feel bad for the people that get themselves stuck in that motion. You know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of people, even, like, within my family or just, like, in my life, that, like, people got themselves out of that motion before they just were literally doing that for their entire life. But, like, it's weird to think that people, like, I don't know. And then I think that, like, I kind of blurred out what makes you. But that's why I think that, like, and my biggest recommendation is whenever I say, like, don't go to college, because why would you go if you don't know what makes you, you know, if you don't know what you enjoy, or if you don't know, like, why wouldn't you just, you know, work so you're kind of afloat and you're kind of, you know, even if you're going through the cycles for a little bit, why don't you try to figure out something you like? You know what I mean? There's, like, and sometimes it's easy for people. Sometimes, you know, like how I've said, like, I grew up, like, always, like, filming videos, always messing around, or I always, like, I'm a talkative person, so, like, I'm able to, like, sit here and talk easily, or I am just a goofy person, goofy, silly, so, like, I'm able to post videos and, like, don't really give a shit, or, like, an open person, so I'm able to do stuff. Like, some people are, like, just naturally, like, they just know what they want to do, and that's, like, even just beyond content creating. Like, I have friends that they knew they wanted to be a teacher since they were first graders, and they are still going to be a teacher. And then I have friends that are like that, and then they end up changing their minds last second. Like, I've said how many times, like, I kind of put myself in this situation where I was like, oh, I would enjoy to be, like, some sort of entertainer in some form, but, like, that's unrealistic. So I want to be a forensic scientist. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. I feel like that's why I'm so against college, is because it puts you in a box. And it doesn't really, like, and I guess, like, realistically it doesn't, but, like, for how much money you're putting into college, it doesn't make sense to do that. Now, obviously, if you have fuck you money and, like, can go and, like, you know, swipe your card and college is paid for, then it's like, okay, then, you know, maybe you can go and, like, fuck around, get a random degree or anything like that. But, like, I also don't think that there's really ever an end goal, and I feel like that kind of can tie in maybe with, like, never, like, how people say, like, they're never satisfied, but it's like, I don't really like thinking about, and again, maybe it's just me, but it's like, maybe you shouldn't really be thinking about an end goal. You know what I mean? Like, maybe an end goal maybe for the year, but why would you, and Stone sent me a TikTok that said this quote, like, how long ago? I don't know. But it was something like, why would you worry about, like, when you're walking, when you're walking, you're not thinking about the steps that you're taking a mile down the road. You're thinking about your current steps, and you're trying to be conscious of your current steps. So just do that, you know what I mean? So, like, even if it's like going to the gym and working out and you're like, damn, I kind of enjoy this, I think I could be a personal trainer. You know what I mean? And like, you do that for like 2 years and then you're like, you know what, fuck this, I'm burnt out by that. You know, like, and I think that's what's so cool about, like, in my opinion, not going to college is like, you're not like wasting that much money. And again, in my opinion, and in only my specific situation, I don't want to speak for anyone else, you know, in whatever financial situation you're in, but for me, it would be a waste of money because it's like, what if I get bored within like 3 years? Like, it's like, yeah, I don't know. And it's even like, okay, well, if you really enjoy your job, you should be able to work it for that long. But sometimes maybe it's like, dude, I enjoyed it while it lasted, and now I'm on to something else. You know what I mean? I'm at a different point in my life. To actually film. Right. I totally get that. And I feel like that's why I moved, and I always say this, I'm so lucky to have Stone and my mom in my life specifically, those two like support systems that like will push me and they'll help me. Like, they have helped me behind the scenes way more than it like may seem. You know what I mean? Like, they'll like give me ideas, or like I'll say something and they'll be like, why are you not posting that? You know what I mean? Like, like some of the stupid shit I say, like whenever I posted the baseball shorts video, they're like, why are you not posting that? Like, post that on TikTok. Went viral. I get what you mean though. So that's like why I would say I moved, but like obviously I'm just lucky that my brother and my mom were able to help me and moved with me, or I moved with Stone basically. But like, I don't know. Is there like, and trust me, we know that I have very few to little friends in Florida. So like, I can't really give like any help on like finding people in the same industry. But even if it's getting your foot in the door in the sense of like posting stuff on TikTok and Instagram and, you know, doing stuff like that and then making friends that way, or like making like, I was so lucky that just coincidentally I met Juliana at the Driver Era concert, and she also does social media, and so that was pretty cool. So like, sometimes we'll talk about certain stuff, like I'm helping her, like I was helping her like 2 weeks ago maybe, like with setting up her stream and stuff like that. So then whenever she starts streaming, we'll be able to play games together and stuff like that. So but I definitely understand that, and maybe it even does start with the not by yourself, but even if it just starts with like the simple basic stuff, you know what I mean? And even if it's like, and I'm sure I don't know, I feel like there's always like a class or like a how-to like on YouTube and stuff like that. Like, even if you're just starting with like watching stuff like that, and like, and also don't let the fact, like, that's one thing that I feel like always will drive people away from doing stuff what they want to do, is like saying that like, and I understand, like, trust me, like if I didn't have Stone, my mom, or even the opportunity to move, like think about that. If I didn't start really posting much on social media like consistently until like I graduated high school or like moved out of my hometown. So like, I feel like it's the separation that helped me, but like, I still needed some sort of people around me, you know what I mean? So it is hard whenever you don't have that, like, mostly, like, because, like, if a friend is, like, I'll help you, like, sometimes whenever, like, I would feel bad, like, whenever I would go over to Lola's house and she would be like, oh, we can go on live, but, like, I like going live for, like, 2 to 3 hours. That's what I like doing. Like, I like just doing that for, like, the sake of consistency, the sake of just, like, I feel like people like longer form content. I do, at least, and I enjoy sitting, you know, I'm never, like, sitting here counting down the hours, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, like, okay, it's only been an hour, you know? Like, but then, like, sometimes after, like, 10 minutes, she'd be over it, and then I'd be like, okay, like, I can't really, you know, I as much as she wants help, so I'm assuming maybe you can kind of relate to the fact that if you're like asking your friends like, hey, can you help me film, but they're not taking it seriously like you are, because it's like, hey, like this is like something that I want to do. So don't let the fact that like you feel that right now you don't have anyone around you that would be able to help motivate you. Yeah, like it's just like, and I mean, you can't force someone, you know what I mean? Like it's like I'm interested in going live, I'm interested in doing social media, Lola, come help me, you know what I mean? I can't force that upon her. So I definitely understand. I couldn't imagine. It's probably worse for like filming, mostly if you're like asking your friends to like be your cast. Hello, is this okay? Okay, it was lagging for a second. Mostly if you're asking your friends to like be your cast and like help you out, I've had to film movies or like shorts for like class projects before, and I was like the only one taking it seriously. So I could not imagine if like it was something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I would my recommendation would say I would say like is if there's anyone maybe on like TikTok or Instagram you watch, because I sometimes will get stuff on my For You page. It's like tips on helping growing your page, or like tips on like becoming a content creator and stuff like that. If there's anyone that's like doing stuff like that but in your niche where it's like film and like that kind of stuff, I would say maybe like start doing with like that kind of stuff of posting. You know what I mean? His name isn't Jim Wade, but and almost. So I stopped filming with it. That's funny that it corrected a Jim. Sorry. No, I get that though. Like if someone's gonna be negative in your life, then just fuck off. Like that's so annoying. Whenever and I think I might have told this story before. I remember one time in this was like literally the moment whenever I was like, I need to move to Florida, is whenever I was going to my cousin's grad party and Matt had picked me up, and he was saying something about like, and I think I had made like 3 cents on TikTok live. I think that I got sent like 2 roses or something like that, and I was like, oh my god, thank you so much, you know, like going and I was like, oh my god, and I see it's like 3 cents. And I was still like, holy crap, that's like cool though, because like all I did, I was just like 3, like damn, like okay, like I like whoa. And then he was like saying like, okay, well maybe you should think about something that's like sustainable, you know what I mean, like something like, because at the time we were thinking about opening a selfie studio, and he was like, maybe you should, you know, like still look into doing that. And I was just like, like it just gave me like very negative vibes. And like I understand like maybe as a brother he's looking out for me or like trying, but like it just like didn't make it, like was like he doubted me, you know what I mean? Like I was just like okay. And then like I remember like just being at that whole grad party like killed my vibe. I was just like, and I think like one of my big time rush TikToks got like 25K views. And I was like ecstatic about it. And like I was just like I was just like, damn, like okay. And then like literally that day I remember texting my mom. I was like, I think I want to move to Florida. Like I think that like, and that was actually in July of last year. So yeah, I definitely am like fully, not like cut those people out. I did not cut Matt out of my life. But like I was like, okay, like I think I realized that Pennsylvania is holding this like negative tide to me that I don't like. So yeah. But like I was saying, like maybe like start like posting, even if it's like, even if you do have like a few, like I know you said like maybe you're filming with a few friends, even if there's like 2 friends, like I feel like sometimes I'll see like short films and stuff like that where it's like only 2 people and stuff like that, and I always see stuff and I fully believe it. Like TikTok is still hitting and around its peak area, as much as people think that like it's like everyone that has already made their way up, that's it, you know what I mean, there's no more people. But now is the best time than ever. You know what I mean? Hop on there, post your stuff if you want to put yourself out there and all that stuff, for sure. On TikTok, Instagram, Twitch even, like wherever. fighting wouldn't work in the long run. Like, I wouldn't go pro. Right. Don't do that. Don't do that. Whenever you're having a crisis, whenever you're having some sort of crisis like that, trust me, I have been there, done that. You know what I mean? Like, I honestly feel like whenever I take Sundays off are the days that I end up having crises is because I don't work out those days. Do not ever, 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 do not ever skip a workout or anything over having a crisis. If anything, go do another workout. You know what I mean? Like, say, like, if you go for boxing and then, like, you come home, you're starting to have a crisis, go for a walk. Like, do not, like, and even if it's, like, even if you feel like you're unproductive, you're clearing your mind. And I, like, said this in my most recent vlog, that, like, genuinely, like, having positive thoughts and like, try, like, it's not just the positive thoughts. Like, you know, you can't just, like, lock yourself in your room and be like, I'm going to be a famous singer one day. And, like, that's all you do is sitting there, like, I'm going to be a famous singer. Like, you know, you obviously have to put in, like, the work to it as much as you can. Why is this lagging? But you just have to be positive about it, you know? And, like, I understand, but, like, even if, I don't know much about fighting, but, like, could you go up to everything except for pro and, like, making it a living? I'm trying to help, because this is, like, whenever I say that I literally have been there, I have been, like, quite literally, I would say the lowest that I could go. I would say that I've literally been I've been at the absolute lowest. And I, like, even look back to even, like, December of last year. And, like, I just, like, cringe at the amount of, like, how bad I was doing mentally. Like, I was just, like, and it was because around the time of, like, I would say, like, June, July, August, I was, like, meditating of last year. I started to do that, and then I stopped whenever I moved down here. And I noticed, like, how bad, like, December and November-ish, I was, like, stressing, and I was, like, and I was just constantly, like, eh. But no, 100% do not skip any physical activity, because as much as you don't realize it in the moment or maybe on your way there, like, it helps so much. It helps so much. And I literally said earlier in the live that, like, I think on Sundays I'm literally gonna wake up and the first thing I do is take a walk, because, like, every Sunday I always just feel so off and a bit weird, because it's because I don't, like, do a walk usually on Sundays. So I don't know. I don't know, but, like, and I would say I would honestly be less stressed over the fact that, like, you are not in college, because I feel like mostly a lot of my friends right now, they're, like, juniors in college, so they're like, shit, like, we gotta figure something out, you know what I mean? They're like, we gotta do something, like, we gotta get an internship, we gotta get, like, apply for this, apply for that, because, like, there's this pressure, as soon as you graduate college, you gotta do whatever your major is, you know what I mean? So I feel like going to college, like, not going to college gives you the advantage of being able to just, like, work where the fuck ever, make however the fuck much money you need to survive, and then figure yourself out. There's no time limit. Like, you could start, like, you could figure out what you want to do in life when you're 25, 30, 35, 40. Like, you can find that out whenever. Or, like I said, you can jump from thing to thing. So say, like, hey, what's up? Thanks for following. But, like, I forget what I was saying. Anytime there's a notification, I forget. But, like, you could, like, do boxing for the next, like, 2 years. And then be like, you know what? Never mind. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that anymore. Yeah. No one ever knows what we're doing. And society, and I feel like a lot of older people put this, like, thing on you that make you think, like, I have to do this. I have to do this immediately. I need, like, when you graduate college, you're what? How old? So, I would be 22 when I'm graduating college. I would be 22 when I graduated college, if I were to. Think about that. You're only 22 years old, and you're putting this, like, mental weight on your shoulders that you have to be making these racks on racks of money. Like, why? Even whenever you're 30, 35, 40, like, no matter how old you are, you do not need to be, like, as long as you're doing something that is keeping food on the table while you're trying to figure out what you want to do, I don't see any problems with that. I'm going to end the TikTok live for a second so my phone can cool off. Goodbye, TikTok. If anyone was on there. There were 3 people. I felt bad. No. But yeah, I, like, have friends now that are like, oh my god, school, like, whoa. And then I have those people that are like, oh, I know what I'm doing. It's like, shut up. I don't even give a shit. And then those are the people that usually end up being miserable. Are the people, look how crazy eyes. The people that end up being miserable are probably the ones that, like, think that they found out something right away, and then they're like, shit, I don't like this, and then they feel stuck. That's literally all they know. Right, and our generation is going to be the one to change it. Like, just think about how cool that is, though, low-key. Like, having a different job every so often, or, like, just, like, slowly going into life. Like, I'm so young. Like, why do people, like, I don't know, fuck people that look down on people for, like, not going to college or going to community college. Like, I saw this TikTok, and I said this in my vlog, but I saw this TikTok about, like, this girl said that she felt ashamed for, like, that people were, like, putting her down for just going to community college. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. People are so weird, and I just think societal standards and norms are just so fucked up, and it's just, like, in the way that it's just, like, it's such... Like, okay, like, I literally have the choice to not go to college, but I'm getting judged for that, you know what I mean? Or, like, even whenever it's like, oh, like, I'm going live every day, and I'm posting whatever I want on TikTok, and, like, people in my hometown may be like, oh, like, she's doing that? Like, okay, and, like, I fucking like doing it. Like, who gives a shit? Like, I don't judge any of them for doing anything of what they're doing in college. I don't know what the fuck any frats or sororities are or mean, and you don't see me talking shit on them. Like, I don't know. Like, I just, like, I don't know. I just feel like those type of people are just chronically... There's a mix. Because the type of boomers, like, I'm thinking of, like, Karens, like, the Facebook moms. They're just, like, all chronically online, I like to say. The people that, like, are very, like, judgmental and they're very, like, I like to say that they're chronically online or just chronically fucked in the head. Honestly, like, they're just all, like, fucked in the head in some sort of way. Like, why are you so... And, like, and I always like to say this, like, okay, are you going to be able to sleep at night? Like, think about this. There's a person at your school right now who's going to college. Are you able to sleep at night? Yes! I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about who decided to go to college. There's also some people that I went to high school with that decided not to go to college. I am not batting an eye. I'm not thinking a second about them, about like, ooh, they're going to fail, they didn't go to college. Or they're not going to make that much money because they didn't go to college. Bro, like, who gives a fuck? Like, who truly gives a fuck? Like, you think you're better than everyone else? No, wrong. Go to community college. Go to university. Go to no college. Do whatever the fuck you want. And college is always there, too. Now, I don't know if this is, and I know there's a lot of, like, majors in college that are kind of, like, useless, where, like, I had a lot of people would tell me, like, oh, you should try going for communications, like how I would say I want to go into social media. They would say, oh, you should try going into communications, and I would be like, no. So, like, I know, like, there's a lot of, like, majors out there that seem like they're useful. Now, this is a genuine question. Is going into film school, like, or, like, is there, like, a difference between film school and, like, majoring in film, say at, like, fucking Penn State? Or is even majoring in film at Penn State even useful? Because I feel like a lot of colleges will teach a lot of old school stuff and, like, textbook stuff and, like, stuff that you don't even really know. Is that, like, even worth it? I don't really know. I don't know much about that industry. I would say probably not. I don't know. I feel like a lot of famous directors usually just didn't go to, I don't know, did they go to school? I don't know. I have no idea. Sorry, I'm thirsty from how much I'm freaking talking, bruh. From how much I'm talking. You can see the straw. And that bothers me. But guess what? It's just gonna sit there anyways. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Chosen for me, just yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's like, and even so, like, it's like, it goes both ways, where it's like, oh, like, there's the oh, the youngest is supposed to stay at home, you know, like how you said, like why do you have to follow that? Like moving out was probably, I think, the best thing I ever did, because I ended up getting along with my dad a lot better, and I feel like I still kind of live in the sort of mentality where not that I don't live with my parents, but I feel like we have the kind of boundaries that, like, where it's kind of like, okay, it doesn't feel like it did before, you know what I mean? And maybe it's just because my dad's work schedule, so I don't see him as much, honestly, because my mom and I are besties. But then, like, there's the, like, judgment of staying with your parents. Like, sometimes I feel like a bit like, because I still live with my parents, but then I'm like, bro, even though I pay rent, it is still the cheapest option for me, and, like, who fucking gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And, like, mostly because, like I said, I ain't arguing with my dad that much recently. So, like, why, like, I don't know. There's just a lot of societal standard. Like, do whatever you want at the end of the day. Do whatever you want. Like, who gives a crap? Like, and as long as, like, all that truly matters at the end of the day is if you're able to go to sleep at night and not have some sort of, like, pit in your stomach. You know what I mean? Because that, like, why, like, if someone is losing sleep over the fact that you are not going to college or you're not living with your parents, like, that sounds like a them problem. That sounds like your problem. That does not sound like why are you getting so, like, why do you care? Why do you care? You know what I mean? The cough machine, bro. Luckily, he's gone. He's gone on vacation. So, like, do you actually hear him? Like, please be honest with me. Do you hear him? Because I try to tell my mom, because the thing is he's, like, very much a hypocrite. Like, oh my God, I am about to go on a tangent about him, and I'm sorry, but I just have to do it. He will literally play the TV so loud. And there have been times where we have heard it on live. And I know for a fact you guys have heard it on live. And there will be times, like, it's just so loud. And I'll be like, can you please turn it down? Like, I'm not even trying to be a dick right now. Like, I am literally live streaming 2 rooms away. And you can hear it. You know, like, can you please stop? But then, if he's working at his old desk and the TV gets a little bit above the certain decimals of his choosing, he gets mad. He, like, will walk out of the room. Or, like, if you, like, he'll play, like, something out loud. Like me and my mom will be watching something on the TV and he'll play something out loud. And oh my gosh. It's way more than that. Right. And it's true. I mean, like, even if you do say that, like, you do end up moving back in with your parents, like, I learned a lot living on my own. Like, living on my own for a year, I learned a lot. Like, I feel like I don't know, I gained a lot of independence, and I learned about myself, and it was really nice. I always say, like, I don't think I'll be able to live with a roommate now, but if you play, like, and okay, if you play the TV too loud, and most of the time, me and my mom will watch YouTube videos, so, like, our videos, like, sometimes the people aren't, like, equaling out the sound so that it's, like, the same level the whole time, you know what I mean? Like, they won't, like, lower the volume if there's a scream that's, like, really loud, and, like, so sometimes that'll happen, and then me and my mom are like, ooh, turn that down real fast, or like, ooh, sorry, that was, like, really loud, or, like, we both look at each other like, damn. But my dad plays it on, like, volume 60 for the whole time, and it's not acknowledging that it's ever loud, and if we say, like, hey, this is a bit loud, it's also not even good TV. It's fucking 2.5 Men, Seinfeld, fucking CBS, CNN, and Fox. No, and I feel like a hype house type thing. I mean, I don't know. I maybe like moving in with a friend, but it was like very situational. I have a lot of friends that like I am good friends with. Would I move in with them? No, I would not be able to. And like whether that's like cleanliness or like being able to tolerate them, like there's just certain friends where it's like, hey, like at the end of the day, like I would rather be at my own place, and I think that's what it is about living on my own, is I really get to control like who's there or not, you know what I mean? Old guy TV, right? So like he's like playing stuff like that, and it's like ridiculously loud, and so like if we say to him, can you turn it down, he gets mad. But then if our TV, me and my mom were ranting about this last night actually, but then if our TV gets like the slightest bit louder, there's like a scream at one point, he's like, oh my god, will you turn that down? And we're like there will be times where my mom is watching TV in her room and she like can't even, like she just hears the other TV, and I just don't understand, like if he cannot hear it that well, then go to an ear doctor, like go, like I'm sure, isn't there an ear specialist? Like go to a doctor that could, you know, maybe if you need a hearing aid, like I don't know, like why are you like making the whole house suffer? And it's because he lives in this type of mindset where it's like the boomer mindset where it's like, well, I'm the father of the house, and I'm like, bruh, you cannot be saying that shit because I pay rent to live here. I would understand if I wasn't paying rent, you know what I mean? Then I would be like, okay, I gotta be thankful that my parents are letting me stay here, you know what I mean? But hello, I'm just as much of a member as this house than you are, you know what I mean? Like, because he'll always say shit like, oh, we're more like roommates, not like this is, like, we're just like roommates now. And I'm like, okay. And it is. And so, like, it's the same thing with the coughing, though. Like, if I say something to him, he'll get mad at me. And it's like, I'm not, and, like, it's also just such a disgusting cough. Like, it's like, he doesn't cover, like, he is literally just laying on the couch like this, and he just fucking coughs. Like, and it's like, that is so disgusting. And it's, like, not even that he's sick. It's, like, something with, like, I don't know. It's basically, like, down to it, it's just, like, his diet. Like, he just eats terribly. So we're like, maybe you should try cleaning up your diet. Or, like, he had, like, some sort of medicine for the problem he has. And we're like, hey, like, maybe either start, hello. I don't know. I think it's, I don't know. And, like, I do truly want to sit down with him and be like, hey, listen, like, can we, like, be real for a second? Like, and it's also comes down to, like, he doesn't take any of this seriously. Like, he doesn't know what I'm doing. At the end of the day, anytime, like, it's around 7:30, he knows, like, to not ask me to do anything because, like, I'm preparing to go live, but he doesn't know what that means. You know what I mean? He doesn't understand, like, whenever, like, I say, like, oh my god, I hit 150 subs, he's like, what? He's like, what? I hope we don't turn him right. I know. Maybe it just comes with age. Yeah, I agree. And like I said, like, I agree, like, I would understand, like, if I was not paying to live here, I'd be like, okay, like, that, like, it's kind of like you can't have one and not the other. Like, you can't be like, and like, there are certain situations where it's like, okay, like, I do have to respect, like, he is my father, I guess, like, I try to be sort of nicer. But then it's like you can't say, like, it can't be whenever it's in his favor that we're roommates, but whenever it's against him, no, I'm your father, we're not, like, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, you gotta pick your battles. And, like, I truly just want to be able to be like, listen, Dad, I go live between 8 and 11. All I ask is for you to keep the TV at this volume and not cough like you are about to hack up a lung. Like you're about to hack up a Demogorgon from fucking Stranger Things, okay? Like, it's just, like, not, like... I just don't know. And the thing about, like, that is bizarre to me is that he just keeps coughing like that and has no, like, he clearly has no intent of, like, trying to get help for it. Or, like, because he's not sick. Like, it's not like a COVID, cold, flu, like, any sort of cough like that. Like, it is, like, he literally is just, like, I just don't understand. Like, go, like, hello? And like I said, it's because he doesn't also respect that I'm sitting here going live, and it's because he doesn't understand what going live is, I guess. I don't really know. And like I said, it's because he just... Oh, I know. Trust me. And we've tried to tell him. I feel like the first thing, truly, is that man, I think he needs some sort of hearing aids or something. It's not even just, like, the TV he turns up really loud. He, like, will say stuff, and he just, like, doesn't hear us. And we're like, oh, my God. Like, what, like, is in your, like, what is going on? So I just don't understand it. Maybe, like, I understand, like, I guess, like, if you get that old, you kind of don't want to come to terms with the fact that, like, you might need a hearing aid, but, like, I'm sorry, like, everyone else is now suffering because you need a hearing aid. Like, please. No, I know I got daddy issues. It's bad. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I used to get in arguments with him a lot, or, like, way more often than I do now. I haven't had a big blowout argument with him since, like, December, so that's, like, really good in my book, I would say. It's almost been a year, actually. So... yeah, I don't know. It's just there's times where he's a bit ridiculous, and I kind of, I don't know. It just kind of gives me peace that I'm just like, you know what? Like, I don't see him that much. You know what I mean? Like, I honestly, that's, like, why I feel like I tolerate him. The only times that I don't tolerate him is whenever I'm live and I hear the TV. And, like, also he just plays the news so much. And I'm sorry, and we know this. I have no interest in the news. I have no interest in listening to, and, like, I have no interest in just listening to them battle each other. Mostly the type of news where it's, like, Fox and CNN. And he says, like, oh, I watch both, so I'm getting both sides. Bro. Oh my God. I just hate it. So, I don't know. Like you said, I hope I don't become those miserable old people. Close them out. Right. Whenever my dad, it was kind of like that whenever my dad started, like, talking to me about college and all that stuff. And he'll still sometimes say stuff. Like, I started to close it out whenever I started taking... I don't know. I would say I started to close it out more so after I moved out, because I was like, I feel like I know what I'm doing. I feel like I have a good life path ahead of me, and I feel like I just trust the universe. I'm so much more of a positive person than him. That's, like, pretty much what it comes down to. He's a super negative person, and I feel like that's just with the boomer generation in itself. My mom can be negative at times, but I feel like me and my brother have been, like, helping her a lot. And I don't know if I talked about this. I know I posted a TikTok about it, but me and my mom are driving to Burgatory, and people might not know what that is. It's more of a up north type thing. It's like a burger place. It's kind of like BurgerFi, like, down here. Like, that's what we have. It's like a burger joint, basically. Like, it's just like it's like a sit-down chain burger place. So we were going there, and then we were driving home back to Matt's, and we saw a shooting star, and I've never seen a shooting star in my life. I have not seen one shooting star ever. And then I looked down, and then the gas sign says 555, and me and my mom were like, bro, that's insane. We were like, that's crazy. And then we were just like, wow. And, like, my mom was even like, that's a sign. And I was, like, telling my mom about, like, how I journal, which I also recommend. doing like sort of affirmations or like stuff like that. Like, I don't know. It's like it's seriously so helpful. I was telling my mom about that, and she's like, I agree, that's good. She's like, good for you. I trust your positive thinking. So I don't know, and it's been working. And it feels like I said, it just takes like this weight off your shoulders, just makes you feel a little bit better, But yeah, my dad would always try to give, like, he'll even, like, back, I think, in, like, late 2020, early 2021, I think, there was, like, something going around that they were going to make, like, a community college free for the first 2 years or something like that, and my dad was like, oh, does that, like, spark your interest at all? And I was like, nope. And he was like, well, you can take, like, a class, like, just one class. And I was like, nope. And then I got to a point where I would just say to him, do you plan on paying for it? And he was like, no. And I was like, okay, then stop bringing it up. Like, I just, like, why is it, like, so normal for parents to try to convince their kids to spend shit ton of money on school? I would get it if they were paying for it. I'd be like, okay, maybe. I don't know, but I truly don't even feel like I'm missing out on anything in the college experience. Like, I feel like I'm just kind of vibing. I'm kind of just, like, sitting back and observing, I don't know. I just am getting enough of the experience, which is, like, nothing. It's still enough for me. Oh my god, wait a minute. I just realized something. Sorry, I'm going to do this real quick. We can keep talking about college and all that shit. I decided I'm going to see if I can look up the kid that has my grandmother's number and see if I can find him on Instagram, because I feel like if he has Snapchat, then why wouldn't he have Instagram? You know what I mean? Sorry. I'm just going to do that real quick. But I don't know. My mom kind of at that point, though, she's been, like, really supportive in, like, doing whatever I want. You know what I mean? She's like, do whatever makes you happy. And she's like, I'm always telling you, just do whatever makes you happy. Okay, did not find him. Searched him. Could not find him. He is gone. He's disappeared. He's actually still there on my Snapchat, but I don't know. Then, right. My dad actually went to college twice, which is crazy. I cannot even imagine going to college once. Imagine going to college twice. He went twice, bro. I fully forgot about that for a second, bro. Like, what the, like, a Julian Stone in my life? Yeah, I was like, I'm really thankful for I'm really, like, I always say that. I'm so thankful to be able to have them in my life. And I feel like those people will come in your life. And I feel like you, sorry, this eyelash are stuck together. Sorry. Like, I don't know if this makes sense, but these two eyelashes sometimes get stuck together. And then I open my eye and it's like, sorry. Anyways, I feel like you will be able to find them whenever you, sorry, if you, I just, like, blanked. If you are, like, keep pursuing, say, like I said, if there's, like, any sort of, I'm crying out, I'm like, over your dreams, over your and my dreams, I think that, like, if you're trying to go out and if you are, like, saying, like, if you find people that you specifically meet through film, like, is there any sort of, like, maybe online film class or step-by-step film thing that maybe other people are taking, or, like, things on TikTok or Instagram? Like, just if you look into things like that, then you find people you're around our age that are doing stuff like that, and maybe even in the same area or stuff like that. Like, even, like, I looked up forensic science camp near me whenever I was into that, and then I went to a forensic science camp like an hour away. So even if there's stuff like that, maybe, I don't know. I always I would always think negatively, like, oh, what's the chance of something like that happening? But then you, like, realize that, like, there is, you know what I mean? Or, like, there are people out there that are interested. Or, I don't know. You just gotta be bold. You literally just gotta, like, that is, I think, the first and most important step is just being bold and doing whatever the fuck you want. Even if one day you wake up and you post on every social media like, hey, I'm filming something, I need someone's help. You know what I mean? I need some people that I want to cast. Come and see if you vibe with it and let's go, you know? Or if you, and if you do that, then yeah, there'll be the people that normally follow you that are like, oh, he's weird, or, well then filter those people out of your life. That's one thing. I've been taking it really hard, like for the first few days, I took it really hard whenever I started posting reels. And I was like, damn, because a lot of people that I knew from like school were unfollowing me. And I was like, damn, like I thought we were cool like that. You know what I mean? Like I thought that like you would support me on this journey. Turns out a lot of people unfollowed me. Turns out I don't give a shit. Turns out I forget who even unfollowed me, honestly. Get back into it. Yeah, and even if maybe like you did like kind of sit down with your friends and if you're like, hey, listen, I really want to take this seriously. And you explain like this is something I'm really interested in doing. If you guys aren't into that, that's totally fine. Don't show up, don't if you aren't like willing to take it as seriously as I am. And like obviously it's not gonna be a strict thing, but you gotta like realize this is something you want to do. Maybe if you just like kind of send a message out like that, like if you like make like a group chat, or if you're sending it to everyone individually, if you're like, hey, like this is my plan, like I'm sorry if you have other plans if you show up to this shoot, but that's not the plan. That's not the plan. Sorry. I just feel like my stomach just feels so heavy from Chipotle. Sorry. Yes, do that. Do everything that feels like that'll inspire you, that'll make you feel like, that'll make you feel like that it is the full, real deal thing. Do everything. And literally, if you live your life thinking, like if you literally go around just thinking like, I'm going to be successful. This is going to be successful. This is going to lead me to this. Then it's going to take me here. Then it's going to do that. Then it's going to do this. Once you start living your life like that, and some of my friends and I will say like it's living your life delusional, but it's not really, because it's like I'm just living my life how I want. 53K. Now, should we do heads or tails real quick and you bet them all? And you bet them all? All the coins on the line? What was I gonna say? Yeah, you just gotta live your life and be delusional. Yeah, I'll make it hydrate, but for 20 seconds. I'll make it hold your breath for 10 seconds for 100K coins. You need to spend them. I'm going to make you spend. We're going to get you to spend it. One day I'm going to hop on Fork Knife and we're going to get you to spend all those coins. I wish I could see. I wonder if there's a way that I could see who has how many coins. That'd be really cool. This says community, but it doesn't say. Sorry, I feel like I was gonna burp and I did, but it wasn't even that loud. So excuse me. My eye. My eyes. My eyes. I played Rumbleverse yesterday and I was so stressed out. I was just looking because I'm looking at this what's it called? So, like, on my, like, creator dashboard, it says community, rules manager, activity, followers list, and the activity, it just said Rumblesverse. Is everyone Sundays usually pretty poppin'? I don't know. Things have been pretty slow recently. I don't know. I feel like everyone may be busy. I don't know. I feel like maybe with, like, school going back in or, like, maybe people working. I don't know. We're just, like, vibing recently. I feel like that's, like, everything's just been more so slow and chill. Maybe me going to Pennsylvania threw everyone off. Maybe I threw everyone off for a second, and I didn't mean to do that. I don't know. But I feel like sometimes, everyone who usually is here will pop in at different times, and they'll be like, hey, and then they'll be like, oh, well, I have to go, and I'm like, oh, that's fine. But, like, so everyone's usually here at one point. Sometimes, it was one day. When was it? 2 days ago? Everyone was here at one point, but, like, it was all different times. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I really just don't know anymore. You know what I'm saying? Bow, 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 bow. Sorry, I'm just looking at these a bunch of different, like, settings that I have, but I just am not even gonna touch any of them because I don't know how any of them work. I don't know how any of those things work, so I'm just not even gonna bother. But I saw this trend, which is, like, the most recent video I posted on TikTok. But I saw that someone had posted. They said, hold on, let me read it because it was so true. They had said, wait, whoa. Why is this came up on my For You page? It says, Winnie hasn't texted you all day, but Jake T. Austin is blowing up my phone. And it's like literal pictures of, like, this man is, like, blatantly, like, what? I just liked it so I can watch it later, so I can read this stuff. Oh, wait, let's read what the text say. I'm kind of interested. Jake T. Austin is also Max Russo, by the way. Oh my god. He said, why are you so damn fine, by the way? Emoji. Those lips, those eyes, that sexy hair. You're flawless, baby girl. Bro, what? What the fuck is that haircut? I agree. And then he sends a picture of him just like, hey, Nitro, hey, you're still here, you're still lurking. Literally, as I said that, you said that. That's funny. Hey, that's valid. That's valid. Not knowing what the fuck to talk about. Hey, that's okay. Sometimes it's okay to just sit back and observe and listen. I'm okay with the silent viewers, That's okay. Sometimes people aren't sure what to talk about or what to say, and that's fine. Don't feel pressured. My eye is itchy. Clearly, Jake T. Austin, I don't know. Someone said his hair. Someone commented his hair. But the girl commented, I'm not one to expose / unveil the celebs or influencers I've talked to, but feeling extremely chaotic right now, don't ask. It's also easy as fuck. I'm 110% not saying I'm special for having talked to him. Whoa. So this man just be hitting up everyone. Should I DM him? Guys, should I DM Jake T. Austin? I think I should do it. Wait, what's his Instagram? When me saying what's his Instagram, as if it's probably not just Jake T. Austin. We've been having a life. I know. We've just been going down a rabbit hole about life and just life and everything around it and everything about it. Oh wait, I was about to read the TikTok that I saw. It says, calling my mom because I bought my own Advil for $20 and maybe she should pay me back. I agree. Not I agree, but sometimes I live like that. Sometimes I'm like, girl, maybe you should pay for it. Richard the Waverly Place. Why did I think that you said womp? Like, womp, womp, womp. Hey, hey, hey. I'm going to DM Jake T. Austin. Jake, Instagram. Jake T. See, I'm kind of afraid actually DMing celebrities like that because then I'm afraid, like, if I actually get aired, like, my friend has been saying aired recently, so I've been saying it, but, like, if I just get left on not even read, that then it'll say, like, message request. Didn't Selena Gomez just come out with another season of whatever show she was directing? I literally saw an advertisement for it on YouTube. I literally swear I saw an advertisement for it on YouTube. I don't know what it was though. Selena Gomez movies. Let's look it up. Selena Gomez movies. Oh, my mom just texted me. Aw, she said goodnight, love you. I miss my mom. She went on the cruise without me. I said, good night, love you too. How was your day? So do I DM JT Austin? I don't know what movies. 2022. Selena Gomez show 2022. It must be a show. There was something. Oh, only murders in the building. Like his parties. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever DM'd any. If anything, if I've ever DM'd any celebrities, it's like, thank you so much. Wait, hold on. If anything, they're all on Twitter. If anything, they're on Twitter, and I'm afraid to scroll. Oh my god, wait. Okay, so these are my DMs with Luke Hemmings. I said, hi. This is December 3rd, 2015. Hi, I love you more than you'll ever know. You helped me through everything, and I hope you know that. Oh my god, bro. I hope someday you can unsend Twitter DMs. I really hope so bad. January 2nd, 2016. Hi, Luke. My name's Taylor. Just wanted to say you guys keep me happy. And I hope you're happy, too. You deserve to be with all the hard and great work you do. Heart emoji. Why was I DMing expecting, like, the way that I'm DMing it, like, it seems like I'm expecting a response. Hello, how's tour going? I hope you're happy. No, right? Like, what? No, but then I say, oh my god, I said I love you. You mean the world to me. Hi, I hope you're enjoying your break. You deserve it. These are all different days. June 10th, 2016. I love you. You mean the world to me. August 5th, 2016. Hi, I hope you're enjoying your break. You deserve it. October 26th, 2016. Hi, in all caps. How's Australia? Send Lenny pics. Lenny pics, please. All separate messages. I forget who Lenny is. I love you. I hope you're happy on your time off. In all caps. Oh my god. Wait, what? This is October 30th, 2016. I said, hey. Again, this is all caps. Hey. How was your Halloween? What were you? In all caps. This is all. What was even Halloween? Oh my god, I thought he responded for a second. February 15th, 2017. What did you get Arzelia for Valentine's Day? Send pictures of Petunia. I fucking hated Arzelia. Why did I say that? That was his girlfriend at the time. June 7th, 2018. Damn, there was a good year between I DM'd him next. Hello. Like, why am I sending hello like that? Hello. How are you? I love you bunches, and I can't wait for the album next week. Okay. Like, okay. Okay. Their phones rather than looking stuff that really matters. Yeah, and also the thing is that's like that even like that is kind of complicated about DMs or like answering stuff is like once you open it, then like there's an open DM and then you get a notification every time then. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't really know. I don't really know how people, like, reply to stuff and do all that. I don't know. Now, this is a DM I have with Callum Hood and Ashton Irwin.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? What's going on? So this is between Callum Hood and Ashton Irwin. Hi, I hope, August 5th, 2016. Hi, I hope you guys are enjoying your break. You deserve it so much. February 15th, 2017. Cashton Rise. That's the ship name.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? Thanks for following. Missionary celebrity, right. Like I said, I just like sometimes so bad because sometimes I see like even troll DMs that I want to reply to, but then I'm like, no. Because then they will have forever access to DM me and it'll send me a notification and I don't want that. That's mainly it, is it responding to the troll ones where people will like say stupid shit. May 3rd, 2018. Can I have Youngblood Acoustic, please? Thanks. June 7th, 2018. Update, Update, Youngblood Acoustic is my religion. And this is all separate messages. I'm so excited for the album. I'm the most excited for If Walls Could Talk and Better Man. Better Man is literally my least favorite on that album. OMG, talking about it already gets me pumped, man. I hope you guys are genuinely doing great. I'm so excited for all of you. My mom even loves you guys, and she's excited. I can promise you my mom is not excited. My mom did not care. Hey, Mike, what's up, what's up? What's going on? Okay, now this is the 5 second, oh my god. This is 5 second summer account. Oh my god, the first message, I literally can't. I love you guys so much. You've saved me so much. I'm so thankful for that. I honestly don't know how to repay you guys. You keep me happy. When I have no one, I have you guys. Even though I've never met you guys, and I still never will, I cry. You're still there. Thank you. I love you guys to the moon and back 1,000,000 times. This was June 5th, 2016. I've watched you grow up, and let me tell you, it was an honor to watch you become who y'all are today. I love you. June 10th, 2016. I just found out I may not be able to go to any of your shows this year. After all last year and this year so far being told I could go, I'm so sad. June 11th, next day. Literally the next day. I'm seeing you guys at Darien Lake. I'll be in the middle, Luke section, row 16. Look for me. Laughing face, smiley face. August 5th. The show was amazing, guys. Just saying. 12 out of 10 would recommend. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying your break. You guys deserve it so much. June 7th, 2018. Wow. Hello, 2 years later, I'm still here. Out here, excited for Youngblood and Meet You There tour. I also have separate DMs with Luke. Oh my god. I texted him at on June 12, 2018. I'm so exhausted. It's 4:33 a.m. Good night. Love you. Sleep well. But no hate. No, I agree. Like, what was I thinking? Why did I think that he was going to respond? I guess because I feel like he did sometimes reply to DMs, but, like, why? I'm glad, like, these are all I have, though. Like, these aren't, like, I know I don't have any on Instagram, I don't think. I'm trying to see if I have any others. I know I have one with Halsey. I think I deleted it, though. Let me just say, there's more DMs, and I really hope that I can delete Twitter DMs one day, because this is bad. No, I haven't DM'd him. He's replied to my tweets before, though. Hold on. I accidentally deleted one of them. Like, my tweet to him. The first tweet that I tweeted to him was, like, I'm manifesting you come online right now. And then he replied and he said it worked. And then I tweeted him again and I said, what did I say? What the fuck? He replied to me. What else did he reply to? What the fuck? But then there was another one right before that. Oh, I said, someone asked him about him traveling a lot. He said, yeah, it's been a lot, not gonna lie. I said, how's the jet lag? He said, I'm a vampire, I don't sleep anymore. He's in love with me. And then the other one was, I said that people were tweeting him asking about manifestation and stuff like that. And I said, do you mediate? I meant, do you meditate? I said, do you mediate? And he said, yep. Is she wildin'? Yeah, she's dead. I basically posted a TikTok. Hold on, I need to answer Judy. Yeah, I posted a TikTok and there's basically like screenshots and everything that explained what happened. But basically, like my grandmother, yeah, I would say just watch. Not my grandmother, some 11-year-old kid. I would just watch it because I like post like the screenshots and all that stuff on it. But yeah, basically my dead grandma somehow her phone number was being used for Snapchat. I don't know how. Yeah, I literally don't know how. Like I said, I would go look at the TikTok because I like show actual like photos of like, cause like it's just like gonna be complicated to show it on here. Oh my god, iOS 16 releases tomorrow. I know, but the thing that is scary about it is because I understand numbers get recycled. Like, trust me, like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my god, how did he get that number? Like, oh my god, I thought that, like, that, that number would be there forever, that it would be hers forever. Like, yes, I know at the end of the day that, like, it's going to end up being recycled, but, like, it is kind of like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, damn, like, whenever you, like, see that happen, I'm like, oh, damn. But, so then the thing that confuses me is because it literally said, like, it said Caden and then his last name. Someone in your contacts has made a Snapchat. And I was like, oh, someone probably lent him a number, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. And then it said, Granny, your contact has sent a friend request. I think that's what it said. Hold on. I need to look at the exact wording because it said, Granny wants to be your friend. Tap to add them back and get a chat started. And it was like, it literally said, like, in your contacts. So, like, if I go on my Snapchat right now, go under add friends, it says quick add. Then it says, the contact name I have is my grandmother's cell phone number. Then it says that kid's username, and it says, in my contacts. And, like, I fully don't think anyone's fucking with me. I just think her number got recycled. But I'm confused how I was in his contacts. I was just confused how I was in his contacts. Like, I don't understand if it popped up in mine, but how does it pop up in his? Because he added me first. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't, like, he literally was like, it gave me people to add, and you were one of them. And I was like, that's so weird. And I was saying, like, this is my dead grandma's number. And he said, no, this is a phone that I bought. And I was like, oh, my God. I had previous messages. Wait, so you didn't have the messages, or you do have the messages? That's another thing. Like, I also have the messages saved. Like, I have let's see, hold on. Yeah, I have, like, the messages on my grandmother's cell phone number, like, all saved. I obviously don't want to show them. But, like, I have them all, like, right here. And, like, I was thinking, like, I could text that number to, like, double check to see if, like, I could text that to see if the kid actually has that number, but, I don't know. I don't know them anymore. Yeah, these are the oldest messages that I have, saved. I said to her,
Oh,
whoa,
yeah.
hey, sorry, that jump scared me. Hey, what's up? What's going on? I said to her, she said, hi, hope you're doing good. Are you going out for Halloween? If so, what are you going to be? Just wanted to let you know that I'm thinking of you. Love you lots. XOXOXO. And I said, I'm not sure yet. Sorry I didn't answer. I actually got my wisdom teeth out Friday and have been relaxing. Love you more, and I hope you're doing well. XOXOXO. I think I'm going to get an XOXO tattoo because we used to say that, like, all the time. He's been texting for so long, I turned green. I saw that too. And I was saying earlier that my text with my mom just texted me Wi-Fi sucks. Sorry, that just like threw me off. My grandma has like green messages no matter what, so I know I don't know. I didn't really ever text it, and I'm glad I never did because she said Wi-Fi sucks. Talk to you tomorrow. Okay. That I turned green. Yeah. What's it called though? I would have never known. That's basically what I was saying, because they would have never turned, like, they were never blue to turn green. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that I never did that, because then I probably would have ended up texting this 11-year-old kid. But I did, like, message my cousin and tell her about it. I don't think she replied, though. Yeah, she ain't reply. Bruv. I wonder if she got the notification, too, though. There's like a She-Hulk filter on TikTok. TikTok. Sorry. I just felt the urge to do that. Yeah, I don't know. It was really weird that kid, and he was like, "Do you want to see what I look like?" And I was like, "No." No. Basically, like, the numbers shut off whenever they turn green. Like, it's no longer attached to that iPhone if they were previously blue. But say if it's like an Android, if you're like an iPhone texting an Android and they're always green, you'll never know. But I think like it might like say maybe like sent as text message. I don't really know. I don't think so. I don't think you would actually ever get a warning. But yeah, whenever it's like green, it's like sent as a text message, and it's kind of just like sent into the void. I'm chugging this water down. Yeah. Wait, I need to reply to Judy. She said Wi-Fi sucks. Talk to you tomorrow. Yeah. Wi-Fi sucks on a boat in the middle of the ocean. Oh, shocker. I'm so sad that I can't go on a boat. Well, I can, but they went without me. And she got me this as a peacemaking gift. And flounder. Look how cute they are, my beloveds. Yeah, Judy is on a boat. Judy and Gary be on a boat right now. They do be on a boat. But I'm so happy. I haven't gotten a new Squishmallow in forever. And they're so cute. They're so cute. I love them. I love them so much. They're so fluffy. I need to switch out the Squishmallow that I'm sleeping with right now because I feel like it's getting too squished. I think I need to switch it out. Yep, they're on the SS Lang. That's so true. So true. Why are they on a boat? I don't know. No! Hold on. I dropped Olaf. I don't know. They just wanted to be, I guess. I don't know. You're on your quitting asthma journey. I know. I'm so excited. I threw all my inhalers, all my medicines out, and I'm just so excited to be on this journey of no asthma forever. I just am gonna just try to breathe. You know what I mean? I'm not afraid to take a step. Everybody, I'm not afraid. I don't know. What was the song that was playing in the TikTok, in the reel? It was like, I don't know, I forget. I don't know if you can, but we'll try it. We'll test it out and see. I threw everything out, so everything's gone. Everything's gone forever. I'm also so annoyed because the other day I filmed a TikTok that was like, come with me along my day, and then it fucking deleted half the shit, and I don't know how. Because, like, half of it was me trying to pick out a pair of socks in Target, and it just fucking disappeared. The dogs are barking, and that scares me. And I also need to let them out after this. That actually reminded me. Oh my god, guys, I'm scared. I'm actually scared. Can you hear them barking? No, I'm scared to let them out. I hate letting them out. I hate, like, being outside late at night. I literally hate that. That is my biggest fear. That is my biggest fear, is being out, like, I don't know. I just don't know. For free? No. Not those dogs. Not those dogs. Get your mind out of the gutter, John B. Boo. Boo. Throwing tomatoes. I'm not letting those dogs out. I do have to let the other dogs out, though, because they ate right before live, and they definitely, one of them probably shit in the house, and it was probably freaking Milo. It's probably Milo. He definitely did shit in the house. He definitely will shit in the house. I just get so annoyed, because sometimes I'm like, why don't you just understand that you cannot go poop in the house like that? And, like, if you are, maybe, like, go on the toilet, or, like, because we set out pee pads sometimes, or not sometimes, we usually set out towels and pee pads, so it's like, hello? Why can't you go? And he usually does. He, like, is good about, like, going on them sometimes, but it's like, bro. I'm just so scared. But I also feel bad because they usually sleep in my mom's room, but, like, I just can't have them sleep in my room. I mean, I guess I could. Should I move their beds into my room? But, like, they can't just, like, they just can't, like, I don't know if they'll, I don't know. Stone is definitely here with me. So, no. No! Stay away. Stay away. Why do I hear... I don't know. I don't know. I just hear them, like, I just heard them, like, shake, and my eye's really itchy, bro. Sorry if I keep doing this. I just heard one of them shake, like, do that little dog shake. And I was like, it sounds like they usually do that whenever they get let back inside, but I don't think Stone let them out. But now I'm afraid to let them out. And I also hate letting them out at night because then they, like, go and they, like, try to, like, bark at shit. And I'm like, bro, just go to the freaking bathroom, okay? Like, oh, you sent out the invites to Luke Hemmings and David Dobrik? No, don't show up to my house. Please don't. Please do not. I literally have a taser, and I will use it. I was actually just talking to my friend today about how I've never used my taser. So if you want to give me a reason to use my taser, then still don't show up to my house. That would literally scare the shit out of me. My eye is getting so red. Look at it. I feel like both of them are, but this one, like, I just don't understand how my eyes literally so easily get itchy and then so, like, I don't know. They just get so itchy so puffy, so red, so fast. It's so annoying. I want to quit allergies. I want to quit asthma. I want to quit everything. I want to quit epilepsy, bro. I want to quit it all. I want to quit life. Can you guys raise both sides of your eyebrow? I just like fucking sat up and it was like this. I look like The Rock. Oh my god, look at the curvature on that thing. Damn. Damn, okay. Damn, okay. Yes, it is. It is. I remember whenever I was in school, we never knew the difference between prevention. Like, we didn't know if we should say prevention or awareness. Yeah, they were. They're like always. Whenever I'm live, like, they're always home. So, yeah. You may say I'm a dreamer. Well, I probably should hop off. I need to let the dogs out before I get kidnapped while letting them out. And then I also need to journal before I go to bed. I didn't get to do that beforehand because I was saying I was fucking hand feeding Milo, which is why I was late to be, like, even more late than I usually am. Because I have to hand feed Milo whenever he eats. And it's super annoying. So, yeah, I need to go let the dogs out, and I need to journal, and then I need to go to sleep. So I'm going to hop off, and I'm going to get ready for bed. And thank you guys for hanging out with me, whether it's for a little bit or the whole time. I really appreciated talking about Barbarian and then randomly talking about life. Just a deep-ass talk about life. It'd be like that. Sometimes we just be randomly talking about shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And then my grandma being on Snapchat. If you want to see, like, the messages and all that stuff, go to my TikTok, and it'll be there, and it'll be on my Instagram tomorrow. So, yeah. Hey, Poison. Sorry, I'm literally about to get off. But I'll be live again tomorrow at, like, 8:30ish. And, thank you for hanging out with me for a little bit of old time. Shout out Tony for telling me to go see Barbarian, the movie we were talking about most of the time. Really good. I definitely recommend to go see it. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, stay hydrated, stay safe, have a good rest of your night, sleep well, sweet dreams if you're going to bed, and have an amazing day tomorrow. But don't forget, I'll be live tomorrow again at 8:30ish, and I better see you here. So be there or be square. I'm going to go let the dogs out. Not the kind of dogs you're thinking of. Get your head out of the gutter. And then I'm going to go to sleep. Peace out. Love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Okay, bye.